And we're going to put a marker right here for our awesome archive team. Let them know we're getting into the game. We're going to tab over to this screen, and my God, has it been a while. For those of you watching the, I almost said overlay playlist, you will be pleased to know that no time has passed as this video is here. For those of you waiting on this video, it has been 2.5 months, something like that.
Feels like 10,000 years.
And the hits just keep on coming because half the Knightlites aren't here tonight. And that's been the DA problem for about 2 months now. And fair warning, when you get to this point in all of the playlists, basically when every show comes back, I'm going to be talking about this. It's just been scheduling conflict, myself included. I'm not immune to anything that's been happening, but it's been scheduling conflicts, it's been illnesses, it's been people forgetting what they were doing, again, myself included, and yeah, it's been crazy. So that's the bad news. The good news is not only are we back, but we have our missing Knightlight back, Prodigal Rockham. Hello.
Wait, who's missing?
You was missing.
You were missing, you're not now.
Yeah. Hello.
Always watching. Hi.
Yes, always watching Wazowski.
Yes.
So we're going to do a Rockham Xtra tonight to catch him up to where everyone else was. Oh, and just in case you're at all wondering about what's been going on behind the scenes, it's like 3 hours after we usually get started when we're recording this, so we're all a little bit loopy.
A little bit.
And a little bit...
I mean, some of us are always loopy, but...
A little bit punch drunk on top of that. So I'm going to find some music, and my God, who organized this ambience? Because it sure as hell wasn't me. Because it sure as hell isn't in any way... Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down here, and I'm going to find... something. I'm going to find... This'll work. Some music. And... this is normally the part where I would say, when we last left our heroes, this, and this happened. I don't remember precisely where we left off. I know there was an issue with Pierce being from Strixhaven, and I know there was something or other about Bruce being in need of a dream potion, and you guys faffing about with magic items, and also Sigwulf is there. But most of it kind of feels like a fever dream with how long that it's been. And if you're watching this on the playlist, I am sincerely sorry. But for tonight, none of that ultimately matters because our buddy Rockham has been away from the group for, given how long we've been gone and how long Brightwind has been gone ahead of that, it's even funnier. Rockham has been away from the group for about 30 hours at this point.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot. Sockham got a dragon skull. I'm gonna take your word for that because I have no idea. But we're gonna find out what Rockham has been up to, or more accurately, we're going to mesh the timelines. Because as much as I would like you to go off and do your own thing and have tons of adventures, I can't really let you do anything until after Sigwulf goes hunting at Sockham's behest the night after the Knightlights leave Nightstone. So, if it's alright with you, I would say that Rockham spent the better part of a day just in the wild amongst things that he understands.
Trying to decompress a little.
Decompress, figure out what's going on, because a lot happened. On top of, people died, Bruce is missing. Your brother charmed you.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about that. Yeah.
The Knightlights writ large decided to flee from some unknown threat after Goldenfields, of all things. It's a confusing time for Rockham, but I will say, to keep things continuitous, there have been a few occasions where things were getting tense, and I had Rockham's token visible to the audience, but not to the other players, so Rockham was nearby. That's why I can't let you go off and do your own thing. Yeah. So, since you saw the VODs, basically, you were privy to most of all of those conversations.
Yeah.
So where does that leave us? This is Rockham's story. What happens immediately after? You know, the Knightlights have bedded down. They're safe. They've got you know Bruce is back. You've seen Bruce. Yeah. You saw them destroy the rapier. Where does that leave Rockham Zumar? Where's your headspace, and what do you want to do?
I think he's confused is only one part of it. He's glad to see they're still. He wasn't expecting them not to be together, but he's just glad to see they're safe. They're together, relatively safe.
Yes.
And I think he probably pulls back away from wherever he was watching them.
Probably the cave entrance.
Yeah, maybe somewhere like nearby he can get a view of the town and just think for 30 minutes or so.
View of the town? You mean Nightstone?
Nightstone. Yeah, like climb up a tree or something.
Nightstone is miles away.
Miles away. Okay.
Yeah, no, the Dripping Caves where you guys, where the Knightlights are, is it's like half a day for a commoner.
Oh wow. Okay.
You can get there in like a couple hours, yeah. But it's not. No, it's not. You can't see Nightstone from the Dripping Caves.
Gotcha.
That being said, by medieval standards, it's close.
Yeah, at the very least, he's starting to make his way back.
Okay, make your way back to Nightstone.
So yeah, we can't leave it like that.
So taking matters into his own hands. I see.
Yeah.
Can you make a stealth check for me, please?
Sure.
You don't
if it matters, I'll take my time getting there. Not take too many risks.
It absolutely does. You're in your favorite terrain, so yes. But I'm not actually having you roll against the elves. Sigvolf took care of those.
Yeah.
You're rolling against Sigvolf.
Interesting. So stealth?
Yes.
Alright, I have clicked it.
This is before Sigvolf gets back after Salk sent him out hunting.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I clicked. Should I click it again or just wait a moment?
I give it a second. I'm just gonna ping. Does it say rolling the dice?
No, I clicked on it and then nothing's happened since.
Click it again. We'll take the first result that appeared. There it goes.
There you
go. Okay. Okay. Solid roll.
Still good.
Solid roll. Not as good as that second one, but solid.
Yeah.
Where's that +1 coming from? Do you know?
Oh, that might be, yeah, that's guidance, so ignore that.
Okay, got it. Wow, you rolled 4 guidance 1s. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's why I thought it was a flat +1.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, you're making your way through the forest. What's your passive perception? It's pretty high, isn't it?
It's... double checking. It is... I haven't used my character sheet in a while, forgive me.
No, valid.
18.
Your passive perception is 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in Goliath form, or are you in wolf form?
I think it probably makes more sense to blend in as a wolf form.
Okay.
Or not blend in, it'd be probably easier to hide.
Gotcha. Okay, so I don't have a token for Morak. That's interesting. It would be... remind me, have I told you previously if you can go full wolf form or just half?
I'm double checking where I have it written down.
It's been so rare that you've...
Yeah, I don't use it very often.
Yeah.
It just says wolf form on my sheet, so I assume it's still the first one we made. So it'd be the half, I believe.
So, and you think that's easier to blend in?
Yeah, there'd be like less, how to put it? What's the word I'm looking for? The colors I am would be harder to hide than fur.
Consider the fact that a wolfman is currently terrorizing the forest.
Oh, I forgot he does the wolf thing.
Nope.
Let's go with regular Rockham then.
Okay. So it takes okay. So before I get ahead of myself, you
Mhm.
note the business of Sequel first of all,
Okay.
which is messy.
Something to unpack later, I think.
But beyond that, you note the stillness of the forest. It is not the stillness of a predator is passing through. It is the stillness of there is nothing there. Now, on the one hand, Sigwolf could be that efficient. You don't know the guy.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have marked the passage of the Knightlights because you're their brother.
Yeah.
And you know that whenever they're beneath the trees, they are being observed. That is gone.
Jeez, he's that efficient?
You don't know. Maybe he's that efficient, or maybe something else is up. Still heading toward Nightstone?
Debating is the smarter plan to speed my pace up or to stop and watch for a bit.
That's up to you. It's the middle of the night. Do you have dark vision?
Let me double check. I know normal Rockham doesn't, but I think I have spells that give me night vision.
Magic
I don't
isn't
have them up
subtle,
right
and you didn't say anything about casting them.
Yeah, I'm just for future. I do not. So no, I do not.
Okay. So, sitting and watching for a bit may not yield you the results that you want. You're gaining the information that I just gave you from just Hunter's intuition. You are at a distinct disadvantage beneath the dark bows, and you know it.
It might be best to hurry along though.
If Siegwolf runs into you out here, he doesn't know you, and B, he has an advantage on you. And that's probably something you don't want.
Agreed.
There is a sizable field between the forest and the town of Nightstone. So if you can get stars above your head, you'll be able to see.
That's still a ways off, I believe.
Yeah, but you're a ranger. Nobody moves overland like a ranger.
Then let's get going. No time to waste.
Bruise can sprint, but Rock can marathon.
Yeah. Hi, Dopey.
So
Sorry.
So what's your pace? Quick, quiet, and careful. Pick two.
Quick and careful.
Quick and careful. So you won't be quiet.
No.
Okay, so I would apply disadvantage to that stealth check, but it equals out the same.
Yeah.
So, a couple of hours later, you step out of the bows and you're standing where your token is on the map, where, amid the field where you blew up a shitload of orcs, like, a week before? 2 weeks before? Something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
No, it was a little bit more than that. Still, it wasn't that long.
Okay.
The town of Nightstone is quiet. Now, it's late, and you know that it's late, but there are no lights in Nightstone. No torches on the wall, no lights in the buildings. Granted, there's a wall around the town, so it's hard to see, but it is dark and it is quiet.
Okay. My best bet's probably to... See, I wish I was higher level druid, I could just fly over. I'm thinking the best way to get a look at Nightstone is probably to get closer, but I don't want to go in the main gate. Because I assume that's where elves might be.
Please remind me. Do you have the trait keen hearing and smell? Or just keen hearing, or just scent?
Let me double check that for you.
Because there's information that I can only give you if you do, but it's pertinent.
Yeah. And
in future, you note it. It's been a while, so I'm kind of leading you by the nose, and that's fine.
So I'm double checking abilities.
It would either be in your wolf form, or it would be its own ability, depending on how you noted it. And also, I need to know if you do have it, if it applies to every form or just your wolf form.
In the note that it says, in wolf form, become large, gain natural senses, advantage on smell and sight.
Smell and sight?
That doesn't sound right.
This is the wolf form that was changed when Gamzu was using my sheet a while back.
I might have said the wrong thing, or it might have been written down wrong, and I'm sure somebody will watch the VOD and say, no, that's what you said, kid. That should be smell and sound.
Gotcha. I will change it.
But that's only in wolf form. Okay.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to use a wolf form. And how tall is, like, the field? Like, I assume there's field grass, or?
No. Most
Or
of
is it completely
the
cut down?
field grass has been burned away by your exploding arrows.
That's a fair point.
And
It's been a minute
then a bunch of building materials was laid on it. This grass is low, very low. And you're a Goliath.
Yeah.
You are literally Salcom's twin. Like we always talk about.
I'm lower. Yeah.
Yeah, we always talk about how Rock is like leaner and more lithe, but like at the end of the day, he has the exact same profile as Salcom.
Maybe an animal form could be good here. So I don't use it very often.
No.
Trying to think what animal would have keen hearing or smell. That would be like native to this part.
Oh, wolf.
I didn't know they had a keen hearing.
Do they? I'm pretty sure they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Just nothing special to it. Just a generic wolf I've seen at some point.
Have you?
I assume I've gotten to probably a scuffle with a wolf growing up. Probably didn't end well, but
Maybe your wolf companion that you shunted away after it got fucking.
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we need to circle back to that sometime. But yeah.
I mean, whenever you want to, my dude. Let's see. Where is Caro? I thought I do. I thought I had a character sheet for Caro. I totally have a character sheet for Caro. So I'm just going to use this.
Yeah.
So, since you're turning into Caro anyway.
So I'll use one of my
Wild shapes.
yeah.
Yeah, so a
Marketable.
large black wolf takes the form of where Rockham was. You're actually bigger than you used to be, so you stand out a little bit more. But you do have keen hearing as well, so go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, please.
Will do.
There's a couple of things that if you're looking for it, will stand out.
Perception. Boink. Okay.
Okay.
Ignoring the
You're ignoring the guidance. Okay. Turn that off, please. Also,
Yeah,
you
good
should
one.
be using the direwolf stats.
Oh shit, good point. You can tell. I'm rusty.
When it comes to mental stats, you can use yours or which is higher.
No, you always use your mental stats. It's
Oh,
the
use your
skills
own?
that's
Oh.
higher. You can choose.
Perception is physical, my dude. I know it uses wisdom. Perception is physical.
You.
What?
No, nothing. It's just
What?
like I'm not trying to be argumentative at all. I was just.
If I have ruled differently in the past, I need you to tell me. It's been 2 months.
I've never seen it to where you've ruled it as the, because when I use my familiar, I use its stats if it's higher, but
Yeah.
I use my mental stat for perception. It's a similar ruling for
Yes.
fine familiar.
Because familiars don't exist.
Would you like me to?
All that a familiar is a manifestation of the spellcaster's will. They're not their own thing, so of course you would use your stats. But when Connie wild shapes, she uses the stats of the creature for physical things, and senses like keen hearing and smell are physical.
Yes, you get, like, if they have advantage on keen hearing as well, but you still use your wisdom for those rolls. But if you're ruling it differently, that's moot.
Yes, Rockham would use his wisdom, that is true, but he would use a direwolf's perception bonus, not his Rockham perception bonus. It's probably higher, my dude.
Yeah, I'm doing the math.
You would apply your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
You would apply your wisdom.
Okay.
And then you would apply any bonus that the creature has. It's almost certainly going to be higher.
With just me before the creature, that's +8, because 4 in the stat and then 4 proficiency.
Yep.
Or the, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were removing Rockham's proficiency and taking the direwolves, because that's what that plus is basically their proficiency.
No,
to
he's getting the physical senses of the animal, and the point of turning it into the animal is a tire. He's getting a bonus.
So with me, that's +8, and then direwolf has a +3 perception.
So
okay, I just misunderstood what you were doing. That's all
plus
that
11
is.
with advantage. So roll it again. Okay.
Okay, that's still good.
So, itchy. So a couple of things strike you immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You've been you've been hunting most of the time you've been away from the group, which has only been a day, but like you have been in hunter mode.
Yes.
There are elves in Nightstone.
In Nightstone.
They are being quiet. They are doing the elf thing, but they're mostly just standing around. They're not like being particularly stealthy, and it's the same like stuff that you've picked up on in the woods. There are you don't know their number, you don't know where there are, but there are elves in Nightstone. End of sentence.
Okay.
A couple of other things.
Okay.
There are... Now, granted, you can't really pinpoint shit just sniffing the air, right?
Yeah, I'd have to get closer for that.
But, even from this distance, even just sniffing the air, there are 2 sources of blood.
Huh.
One is in the air, one is in the water. And there is also the smell of fire. Not active. And let's face it, Nightstone has smelled like fire since you've been here.
That's right.
Let's be real. It still smells of fire.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, we did kind of dump bodies in the water.
Rock doesn't know that.
I don't?
Salt did that by himself and away from the group.
Oh. Good to know. So after taking a moment to learn what he can, I'm going to quietly just start making my way on looking at the map, seeing what the best way to... There's water all the way around it. No shit, Sherlock.
Water and a cliff.
Yeah.
Not a high cliff, but there's a palisade on top of it.
I know, provided they haven't repaired it, there's that one spot up north where we got out of. Actually, do I know that? Because I was mind-fucked at the time?
You were not comatose.
Okay, I still have memory.
You're still aware when you have suggestion active.
Okay. I haven't looked at this spell, so... Yeah, provided they haven't repaired that, I could go north and see if it's still
It's only
there.
been a day.
Yeah. It's entirely possible no one's even seen it yet.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll head around north, taking my time, being quiet.
In fairness, they had other problems at the moment.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check, but keep in mind, Doggo ain't getting through that.
No, I'm gonna change forms when I get closer.
Rocco also probably ain't getting through that. Like,
I mean, he did the first time.
Yeah.
yeah, coming out, it's gonna be a hell of a lot harder to get in.
Let me do the stealth thing while I'm thinking. using the Caro stat sheet?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, hi, Havoc. The
Hello,
dog will say
Havoc.
hi. Let's see, so stealth is a... Do I add proficiency to this?
If the direwolf is proficient, or you are, yeah.
That's a good question. Am I proficient in stealth? I am.
If your dexterity is higher, or no, sorry, physical stats always, mental stats if they're higher. Ignore what I was just about to say.
Okay. So the wolf dex is +2. Add my proficiencies.
Add your proficiency.
+6.
And then any stealth bonus that the wolf has naturally.
And it has a +4 to stealth, so +10.
There you go. Druids are strong, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got past the guys at the gate. But there is one guy that I need to roll for, and he might roll well.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but I'm gonna check anyway. My guy. He matched you, but only on his
shit.
advantage roll.
Huh.
Him.
He didn't have advantage.
Oh, okay. That was close.
So, you see a figure in the guard tower near where you squeeze through the fence. Now, keep in mind, this is like 20 feet, something like that. 10, 20 feet.
The other one's much higher.
This is for sure 20 feet, and then there's a 10-foot wall on top of it.
That's gonna be a tough one to crack.
Yup.
Thinking. I think I have a spell that might help. Let me check.
You are currently a wolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. See, I have things for like I could jump the wall, but I don't have anything to help me swim. I don't think. And swimming makes noise. How much speed would I need to jump the gap?
To clear this,
To like hit the other wall.
that is a 50-foot jump.
Oh yeah, shit's double. Fuck.
My Wukong monk with a belt of giant strength using Step of the Wind can jump 36 feet.
That's a fair point.
Something tells me you can't make that jump.
Yeah, no. I'd be going for a swim for sure.
$34 feet. The point is,
And the point.
my monk with magic items that is built for doing that shit can clear about half of it.
It couldn't hurt to maybe go around. It would take a while. Go around the wall and see if there's any openings in their formation, maybe?
Any opening in the formation is going to have the exact same problem that you're facing now. Because there's an opening where you are.
The difference is swimming makes noise. If there's no one nearby to hear me swim, that would help.
I mean, jumping would also make noise, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
just one would theoretically be faster.
Yeah, if there's no one around to hear you swimming, like, that makes sense. Sure, I see your logic, but there's a wall there, my guy. Like,
Yeah,
yes,
it's a
you
two-parter.
can see this guy in this tower, but you have no way of knowing where the elves are.
Yeah. Could be 5 of them on the other side of that wall for all I know.
You're going to run into the same set of obstacles wherever you go that you're doing now. If your plan is find a gap in the wall, like, all the gaps are going to be this problem.
Yeah. Trying to think what the best way around this problem would be.
I mean, there's a gate.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Stop you?
The idea is to not make too much noise, but yeah, that's a fair point.
Can I just like offer something really stupid?
Okay.
Like, just again, you do what you want. I feel like you're overthinking this a little bit.
Probably.
If the objective is get inside Nightstone without being seen, and you have the ability to turn into animals, just turn into like a spider and just walk in.
This is gonna make me sound real stupid. I forgot I could do that.
You just
Like, when I think beast stage, I think like, I don't know, like a wolf, a horse, a fucking goat. I don't know. I forgot like small stuff. That's a great idea, GM.
A beetle.
Beetles can usually fly.
Oh,
An ant.
okay.
An ant would be good.
Yep.
So yeah, I will make my way back to the gate.
I just moved your token over here. All right.
It's a great idea, so I'm taking it.
I'm pretty sure if you turned into an ant where you were, it would take you more than an hour to walk over there to the gate.
It's gonna take him an hour from here. I need another stealth check, my dude.
Okay. That was the plus 11.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Not even gonna bother rolling against that. You make it back to the gate.
I am going to turn into.
You ain't gonna turn into shit because you're currently a wolf.
Well, rock him first, because I gotta drop the form.
You need to understand that you have to say that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And then something's I could. Like a spider's a great idea, but I imagine a spider's not exactly fast.
You'd be surprised.
Like they're quick.
Have you ever tried to squish a spider?
Yes.
Was it quick?
I mean, I was. It wasn't. I mean, I can't think of a reason not to go spider, so I'll go for like a small, just generic spider, nothing special to it.
Okay. You turn into a small spider. Given the scale of this map, that token would not be visible, so I'm just gonna leave you as Rockham so that we can see where you're going. But I'm gonna give you a token. Do I have a spider token?
You should in Connie's.
No. A status marker.
Like a web, maybe?
I think I have a web. I do not have a web.
Sounds like you should get a web.
It does. I'm going to... Oh! I do have a polymorph token, though, so I'll just use that. There we go.
There you go. Hooray.
This is the part where Valerian goes, is that a duck? And the answer is no, it's not a duck. It's a uniduck.
I'm gonna save the...
What's a uniduck?
It's a duck with a horn.
Why does it have a horn?
So that it can get into the wayward pool?
And then, yeah, I'm heading
To
toward
get
the
to
gate.
the wayward pool, you have to be a unicorn. I made the mistake of saying there was a duck in the wayward pool when the jungle beast got there, so it had to have a horn. Uniduck. What's hard to comprehend?
Okay, now I have context.
That is amazing.
We got so focused on duck, it's not even funny.
Okay. What would you like to do, Spider Rock?
Heading toward the gate and hopefully get inside without being seen.
I mean... Okay.
Yeah.
The drawbridge has been fixed.
Oh, good to know.
There is an elf sitting on the drawbridge with a very not elvish looking fishing rod, and by that I mean it's a long willow like bow with a string on the end of it.
Question, Rockham.
Yes.
How did you plan to get across as a spider if the drawbridge wasn't fixed?
I'm gonna
Good to know after you had turned into a
I'm gonna
spider.
pretend. How far can a spider shoot his web?
10 feet, I think.
Clearly, I make like a parachute out of web and I float across.
I hate that that's a thing. I can't argue that 'cause that's a thing. Oh.
I can argue that because he doesn't have that species of spider as a form.
Never said it would work,
Fair.
but it's down, so haha.
It is down, there's an elf on it, and behind the gate there are several other elves just like milling about.
I mean, you're a spider. Can't you just climb across it?
Yeah.
Yoop-de-doo, I'm just a spider.
Not if the drawbridge was up, he couldn't. Or broken.
But it is clearly down because there's someone sitting on it.
Yes, but he didn't. Valerian is pointing out that he didn't know that before he turned into a spider.
In the alternate universe where that bridge is down, I would just blow up the entire town with my awesome power that I hide. It's great.
Alright, Shaggy.
Haha.
What do you want
I
to do?
do have one other stupid suggestion if the bridge was up.
Okay.
You got any rope or string or anything?
No, he's a spider.
No.
Not right now on his Rockham self.
I believe I do, yes. I can check.
Tie string to arrow, shoot arrow into wall, turn
That
into
makes no sense.
spider, climb rope.
Okay, no, because Rockham shoots those bullshit arrows from Dark Souls.
Fair.
Everyone in the
That would
town
make a
would
lot
do
of
that shit.
noise.
That would be, oh god, we are under siege. Get ready.
You
I
need
mean, he has regular bow and arrow. He doesn't just
Not
have to
allowed.
use the
No,
machine.
he doesn't.
My
He-
regular is fucking huge.
No,
Oh.
a British longbow is 6 feet long and punches through plate mail armor at like 100 meters. Rockham's bow is 50% larger than that.
There's a reason I have trouble shooting it if we're like in a tunnel or something.
Yeah, Rockham's arrows do siege damage, my dude.
Fair.
But yeah, I'm a spider going across. Staying out of sight.
Yeah, okay. You are in the town.
I can bite one of them and they'll never know it's me. I'm not going to. Well, do spiders have dark vision?
I would hope so.
I don't know why I didn't think of that until now.
Let's
What?
find out. Connie's Menagerie. Spooder.
Uh-oh.
Gracie, it's not alphabetized.
Shit, hang on. Spider tiny. There you are.
Spider Tiny. Could you please alphabetize your creatures?
Yeah.
Thank you.
They have 30 feet of dark vision.
Alright.
You can see that far.
That's a lot of vision to the scale of the spider.
Yeah, it's all warped. He's having trouble making sense of it, though, is the issue.
Don't know if you know this, Pierce. I've never been a spider until now. So this
No,
is...
Skill issue, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Scale issue and suddenly having 8 eyes instead of 2.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see the universe.
Half of Rockham's time spent as a spider is just amazed at everything.
He has to stop like every 2 minutes and just stare. Process.
What are you doing?
I think...
By the way, I point out, this is your second wild shape for the rest.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
Good luck getting out again unspotted.
Yeah, right?
One step at a time.
Yeah, right? What do you want to do?
So, step 1. Probably get an idea of how many elves are here, so just... if I wander the town, this will take all night, but...
You have 2 hours? I think?
I can double check.
Connie, how long can you wild shape for?
I'm checking that now. You can use it twice. You get it back on a short rest, not just a long rest.
Well, yeah.
And you can stay a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
What's your druid level?
4. Yeah, 4.
So yeah,
So 2 hours for you.
2 hours minus about 10 minutes to get from the tree to here.
So if that's 10 minutes, yeah, it's gonna take me at least an hour to just walk around the center of town, probably.
Yep.
Huh. And most of these roofs are pretty much destroyed.
There are signs of repair on a lot of the buildings, but none of them are complete. There's scaffolding everywhere.
My goal is to get to a high spot.
The highest spot in all of Nightstone would be the keep.
Something in the.
This is the part where half the Knightlites go, "There's a keep." Yeah, you avoided it the whole time.
Yeah, we've never been there.
No.
Crazy. What are we doing? Anyway.
We got distracted.
What about number 8? What's
That's
the highest
the
point
inn.
on that?
Though I thought someone
Yeah.
did explore it. There was a couple of goblins in there.
No, nobody made it to the keep.
A couple of goblins were in building number 9, I think, because Bruce stabbed him.
Yeah, no. Like, if you guys scroll down on the map, go 9, 4G, 4H, 11, 12, giant
huge fucking keep.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll fucking explore the keep. Find the secrets of the universe.
8 is the inn, by the way.
Yeah, I'll just start climbing my way there, try and get up onto the highest point of the roof there.
Oh boy, okay. I'm just saying, there's a guard tower right here.
It's a fair point. I just thinking what would be the bet. I mean, it's a guard tower. Yeah, that would be good.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. Getting into a high place as this spider is not gonna do you any good. You can only see for 30 feet.
How dark is it?
Nighttime.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
the middle of the night. There's no lights lit. But also, even if there was, you're a tiny-ass little spider. You can't see very far. Your render distance is set to low.
That I'm familiar with. What would be the best way to spider? If you can tell, I haven't done this in a while. Let's see.
I'm gonna put some more elves on the map while you're doing that.
Yeah. So my goal is, the goal just simplified is gather information.
Yeah, your goal is find out how many elves there are. Let me put more elves on the map than I had originally, because I wasn't going to number them. I was going to keep it nebulous.
I mean, you can still do that. Just be like, it's information that can come up later. But...
Yep. But it is relevant to give you a general idea, so I'm going to.
Yeah.
You can keep talking. I'm just setting this up.
Okay.
All I'm doing is pasting tokens. It's fine.
Because, yeah, once I figure out how many elves there are, provided I still have time, I assume there's like a feeling I get when I'm starting to run out of time. Or I know how long it lasts.
Sure, let's go with that.
Because I need, ideally, if everything goes absolutely perfectly, probably won't, but if it does, I get in, find the information, have enough time to leave. But we'll see. Because the idea was get their numbers, maybe if I have time, see what the supplies are like, and then go pull the others out of their own asses and make a plan. And see, you know, who's alive and who's not.
So?
Trying to think of the best option here, because
For those of you playing along at home, that's way more elves than were here when the Knightlights left. You are correct.
holy, I just tabbed out of my character sheet. Holy shit.
Yeah. None of these are in buildings, by the way. They're on rooftops.
This is just the
Outside elves. Not all of these are immediately visible, but, you know.
yeah. Just trying to think. The struggle here is with my 30-foot aura, let's say, what would be the best way to cover the most ground?
I'm gonna help you out, Chief.
Yeah.
Do. This is what Rockham can see.
Nothing changed on my end.
This guy? There you go.
I wasn't expecting a square.
Maybe I need to reload. I'm still not seeing anything. The point being, I know there's 30 foot that I have a dark vision.
Yes, now everyone can see. It's not just dark vision; it's vision.
Oh, good point. Oh, there it is. It just took a moment.
Why is it bright orange, kid? Because I'm working with Brightwind. That's why.
The 3D-ness of the building kind of throws a wrench into things, but I know the quickest way to explore a grid is diagonally.
Yeah, like this would be easier if I could fly, but I'm not high enough level for that. Not yet, anyway. I'm trying not to get like paralysis here. So let's start with. So we have an idea of the front gate. So if we need to come in the front, I know. Here's a question: what are they armed with? Swords, spears, the usual?
Did I say they weren't armed?
That's something to find out.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
What's the wisdom of a spider? Probably lower.
11? Checking. Unless Connie's gonna beat me to it.
Sorry, what was it?
Spider wisdom.
She has Connie's wisdom on her sheets. That's not helpful.
You're supposed to use yours for mental stats.
Yeah, so what's your wisdom?
It is a +4.
Yeah,
and my wisdom
make a wisdom saving
save.
throw.
Yeah, +4. Doink.
Might be asking, Kit, why are you doing this? You'll see. Okay. So,
Okay.
a spider is like 12 grams.
Yeah.
It's maybe like a couple inches tall, right?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Elves are on average 5'6",
Let's see where this is going.
topping out at about 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes are about the size of water droplets,
Yeah.
if that. So you had to be able to process what you were seeing. It's one thing to be like, there's a living elf there. It's another thing to be like, what's he... So to answer your question, every elf that you can see right now has a quiver on his back. The two in the towers and the one fishing on the bridge have a second quiver under their hips, turned laterally. They are armed with longbows.
I see.
Longbows are not visible on the guys milling around the gate. You can't tell if they have them or not from like your angle. They're not drawn.
Yeah.
But they do have blades of some description. You can't tell if it's a sword or like a long knife. Like you can't tell what type of blade it is because again, 2 inches. But they do have some kind of blade strapped to their belt. None of them have weapons in their hands. Except the motherfuckers in the tower. They have their bows out.
Yeah, which is expected. Given recent occurrences, let's call them. That's provided they even know, I suppose.
What's your passive perception? 18?
18, yeah.
Just a point. This boy right here. This elf right here.
It's gonna take a minute to show for me.
Cool. This boy. The elf closest to Rockham. Is staring at you.
Like directly at me?
Yep.
Act normal. I am a spider wandering around. I'm gonna just wander away. I'm just a spider. Don't mind me. Please don't step on me. I've recently learned it, yes.
Okay. So, one of the... you're walking away. Your back is turned.
Yeah.
One of the elves in that direction, either the one that was looking at you or the one above him, says in Elvish, "At least a child of Loth is better sport."
Oh god.
Oh no.
What would you like to...
I'm going to speed up.
You're going to speed up
Get her away. Yeah.
in response to what he said.
Not at the exact same time. I'll give it a second, and then I don't know.
Make a deception check.
This is me trying to act normal when I don't know what normal for a spider is.
Make a deception check.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go.
You casting guidance?
Yeah, he's a spider.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
could have swore I just turned that off. Where's the fucking option?
So,
The answer is no, but let me find the option.
so you got a nat 20.
Yeah.
So what's great is Rockham panics.
Yep.
Rockham. But
This
as
is
you're
the
running,
actionable-
as you're running away, you hear a chuckle, and a different Elvish voice goes, "I think it hurt you."
I'm sure it's fine.
Well, you got a nat 20. Like he's
you know.
making light of it. He's like, "This might hurt you." So you fuck off. Where?
Toward the... I believe that's the tavern.
That is the tavern.
I'm not gonna go to the walnut climb. I'm just gonna go to, like, here-ish.
So that's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're half your time, or no, a
Yeah.
quarter of your time is up.
I just want to see what's, like, down this way.
3
and around
seconds
here.
have passed. Anyway, there are elves on the roofs, and there are no lights.
Are they standing posts, or...
Yeah.
Any of them
There's
talking about
there's
anything?
2 elves in front of the inn. Actually, I need to put 2 more elves. I didn't see this other entrance. There's 2 more elves over here, and there's 2 more elves over here. My bad.
Don't forget the back corner that's busted in.
There are no elves there. But this guy has LOS, and there's a motherfucker on the roof.
And quiet, or are they talking about anything?
They are quiet.
The
They
elves
are-
on duty. They're
These
Yeah.
7 that are around this building in particular are... They're in a different posture than these guys. These guys at the gate were like making jokes. The guy's fucking fishing.
Yeah.
These guys are on duty.
Now, windows, are we talking glass,
Dark.
or, like, board, or...
They were glass last time you were here.
The idea is try and find a way inside and see why they're so tight.
Story is 11 feet, my guy. You are
Like
about
under
2
it?
inches tall.
Could I go, like...
Yeah, you can climb the wall, but you can't see shit.
I mean, like, behind this guy and, like, go under the door, maybe?
that spider movement. You can climb.
In theory.
Yeah.
In theory, you can.
We'll find out. So I'm thinking either go under the door if there's any sort of gap, or try and go through a hole in the wall or a window or something.
Make a stealth check.
Oh. Stealth. Wait, do I use the spider stat for this?
Yep.
Sir, I don't know how to pull up, like, a spider sheet, if you will.
I got it.
Okay.
I think I'd just leave the sheet open after the first time, but nope, that would be smart.
There's times where I make a roll, close the sheet, and be like, shit, I needed that. So it's fine. You know, we all do it.
Your proficiency bonus is only 2, Connie? What?
What?
What? Should be higher than that.
Spider, proficiency bonus 2.
Oh, I probably forgot to update that when I leveled up.
What's your prof bonus? Anybody?
It is
4.
4, okay.
Provided we're still level 9.
Okay, so you got... Not great. Because you can't see it, I'll tell you, you got an 11.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll against that.
I'm just a spider, don't mind me.
They would have advantage because there's more than one of them, but you're a spider, so it cancels out.
Hooray.
We'll roll. Man's got a 12.
Oh, okay.
So you get here, and movement stops you. And this guy, you see now that he's looking at you, and he's slowly reaching down. He picks up a rock.
He's gonna. I don't know if ready action dodge is a thing first. I mean, I don't see why it would be.
It absolutely is, but you can't ready an action if you're behind an initiative. So we're not in combat.
But for the theoretical,
I need to see what happens first.
Okay.
So Scout got a 4. Good. What is? So this would be.
Does my advantage on initiative apply here?
Do you have advantage on initiative? Then yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a ranger. Then.
I'm gonna use the spider thing, but it's gonna have an extra 2 to this. So bop bop. 17. So you're going first.
Ooh. Do I see any sort of like holes or gaps in this area?
I mean, yes, you're 2 inches tall. The space between the boards would apply.
Just going for it.
Okay. You pass inside. And you hear that elvish, like, epithet, just child of Lolth.
Yeah.
And you hear the stone clattered back to the ground.
Maybe choosing a spider wasn't the best idea.
They're elves! What do you want? So inside the tap room of the inn, you notice some stuff that requires me to change the music.
Uh-oh. Update my notes while you're doing that.
Oh.
So there's 30, 40 people in here. However many you rescued from the dripping caves, I don't remember. Minus a couple.
Okay. Yeah.
They're all just like huddled in this room. The hearth is cold. There's no lights. They're all like huddled together. There's like refuse on the tables that hasn't been cleaned. You hear like quiet weeping.
Jeez,
Huh?
Sorry, dogs.
And there's a couple of the menfolk, not necessarily men, but like the stouter individuals. You see the oh no, you don't, because she's gone. You see a couple of stouter individuals, an old like grizzled man, and then like a couple of the stronger, young adults, like in positions of like not defense per se, but in positions of like security theater, if you will. There's there's an old man, and by old I mean like 50-some, like grizzled, like sitting at the window with like a light crossbow. There's a couple of young men, farm hands, it looks like, by the main door where you saw the 2 elves, just like sitting there. There's another older man, like leaning against the bar, but he's clearly like awake and alert. There's a couple of young women like on the stairs, but they've got like knives, right? And these people are clearly like more alert than the other people in the room. Morak is nowhere to be found. And aside from like quiet, like distress and despair, there is no sound. Nobody's talking. Nobody's looking at each other. Nobody's moving, really. The people on watch are only moving their eyes. And if anybody like shuffles or like the building creaks or something, there is this ripple that goes through everybody, this like collective like inhale.
That's ominous, I guess is a good word for it.
Yeah.
It's It's almost like they've been, I don't know, rounded up in a way.
They were here when you left,
Yeah.
but that was
fair.
almost 2 days ago.
Not much I can do for them right now. Yes, hi, Havoc. I'm going to probably climb the wall and find it. I don't want to go out the same way I came in, but climb a wall and try and go to like the other side and out. If I can find a gap.
I mean, finding a gap will not be an issue.
Yeah.
You want to go back outside? What was
Yeah,
your
this
intention
is-
of coming in here then?
See what was in here, see where the people. Sorry, alarm. Just see where people were. But if people are missing, then there might be somewhere else. They're
You
keeping
have
them.
looked in one room, my dude.
Yeah.
You
I'm
just
also trying to keep
Go ahead.
my time restraint in mind.
Yeah, I agree, but like, if your goal is see who's in here, you have not completed that goal. There's a whole 2 more floors to this building.
What would be the best way to cover the most distance? I mean, the best way to cover most distance is just to get moving, but
And change back. Like,
yeah,
bluntly.
that too. I mean, if nothing else, the spider form at least got me in the place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find a private, like, let's go start searching the rooms, see if I can find an empty one.
Do you want to go upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Second floor landing is where you guys were. Like, this is where your rooms
Yeah.
were. This is where Morak's room was. Every door on this floor has been forced open. Some of them are broken.
Jeez.
And, like, looking in just, like, the first 2 rooms, they've been rifled.
This was not a pleasant visit.
Nope. I will say, Knightlites, if you left anything in your bedrooms, it is gone.
Okay.
Part of me changing back is that's gonna make it harder to leave unnoticed. I mean, I'm fairly stealthy, but
A
I don't
village
think-
full of elves and you're a Goliath.
yeah, there's a stats aside, there's a certain limit to how far that'll get me.
It might get you all the way out,
Yeah.
but you can't fight like this, is the thing.
Yeah. I need my families. Why can I not say that word? Family. Jesus. I need my family and I need a plan.
For the record, there's no one up here. At least on
Good to
this
know.
floor.
There was another floor above me, wasn't there?
There's another floor above you.
While I decide if I'm gonna change it back or not, let's just keep spidering my way up to the next floor.
Okay, you're at about an hour at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have...
The uppermost floor, you've not been up here before,
Oh, it's fair.
is another narrow hallway, but it's only got 3 doors, one at the end of the hall, and then 2 both on the same side, on the eastern side.
Mhm.
Like, if, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but imagine there's a line running down like this. Or running up, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a door here, which you can guesstimate where, like, what's behind that door given the destruction. But there's a door there,
Okay.
and then there's a door, like, here, and a door here, basically, and a narrow hallway on this side.
Okay.
Now, hold on.
Mhm.
There is a dude in this hallway.
What kind of dude?
There is an elf.
Shit. Okay.
He
There goes
is looking out this way, out a window,
Mhm.
and he has a longbow in his hands.
I see.
the doors behind him, this one and this one, are closed, as is the door at the end of the hall.
So he could be guarding that, or he could just be on lookout.
He's practically invisible from the outside, so he's probably a sniper.
Yeah. Smart move.
A glass window ain't gonna stop an elf.
Yeah, no. Then if he was guarding the door, he'd probably not have a longbow out for a hallway.
Correct.
Shit. I know for all my planning, I'm stuttering, but one of my lines of thinking was, if there was nobody up here, I could hide in a room for an hour and short rest, but if he's here, he's gonna hear me do that.
Mm-hmm.
How quiet is the transformation?
Slightly quieter than casting a spell?
I'm not committing to this, but the thought popped into my head, get behind him, change to rock him, and choke him out. But
I mean, yeah, if you pass a check, you could do that.
And then I can just, provided no one comes to check on him, I could hide up here for a while.
The thing about choking somebody out,
Yeah.
fair warning, is it's not an exact science, first of all.
Yeah.
You could, first of all, knocking somebody out at all is going to fuck them up.
Yeah, well. I mean, I could just stab him, but
Yeah, you could.
blood is kind of messy. Do I have sleep?
I mean, your choices are not choke him out or stab him. You have a lot more choices.
Yeah, I could leave him here and keep going.
Yeah, like, if you want to silently take him down, I'm willing to let you roll for that.
I want to see what's in the rooms behind him, and then we'll see if I need to do that.
Okay.
So just whichever one's closer, I'll start with.
So you go in the nearest door, and it takes up more or less the back half of the building.
Mhm.
And inside was a shitload of filing cabinets and shelves full of ledgers.
Okay.
It
Was
looks like the Winter Soldier has been through this room.
Yeesh.
Yeah. There's papers all over the floor. All the ledgers have been thrown about. Somebody was looking for something, and whether or not they found it, it's impossible to tell.
Is there a layer of dust on these, or
No,
is it
no,
newer
God,
than that? Okay. There's a difference between someone rifled through this a few weeks ago and someone did it today. So
You are correct. What leads you to believe Morak would be that type of guy?
fair point. Do a quick scan of the room, make sure there's not anything hidden that I'm missing.
How would you know?
Fair point. My thinking was like something like hidden behind a painting, or
There's no
I mean, I guess there
paintings in here.
wouldn't be,
It's a records room. Now, there might be a safe, but you're a spider.
yeah, I'm not exactly looking for riches at the moment.
No.
Let's check the next room.
You crawl out. He gets a perception check. He doesn't see you.
Okay.
You go in the next room. Your feet hit carpet. That's a first.
Okay.
You come into a carpeted study. It's comfortable with like bookshelves surrounding a central desk and like reading and writing area. The windows are heavily draped. There's a candle burning on the desk, and seated behind the desk, writing in a ledger, is an elf in slightly more ornate armor than everyone else. It's not Rond, just saying.
Okay.
It's not an elf you recognize, not that you can see his face clearly anyway.
Yeah.
Are you at all familiar with Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Yeah.
You are? Good. I am not overly familiar with it, so bear with me. There is a English Templar captain guy who, like, there's a big dramatic scene where he's, like, writing this thing that, like, all of the Northmen need to be killed, and he, like, seals it in wax. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
That's basically the scene that you walk in.
Quietly as I can, I want to get up behind him and see if I can see what he's writing. Like using the wall. So.
No, you cannot see what he's writing. You're a spider.
Huh,
You are limited
okay.
by the ability of your senses. There is, like, if you were on the page looking directly at it, it would be so distorted that you could not read it.
Well, shit, there goes that idea.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm thinking.
You can do a lot as a spider. Think about how far in you've gotten.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty far.
But I'm not going to let you read handwriting, no.
That's fair.
You could silently choke this guy out and then read it.
Yeah.
You could.
I mean, there's a window here, right? If I need to bail.
Yes, there is a heavily curtained window.
How many windows are you going to jump out of in this series?
Every single one of them.
Oh, God.
At least one per level.
One per level.
It's my requirement to level up, right?
I hate the fact that you're not far off.
Give it enough time, I'll match it.
Yeah, right.
I'm really tempted to try it. It's such a dumb idea, but I love it. What would Rockham do?
That's the question.
He could be writing, I need permission to just wipe this village out. Or it could be he's writing a letter to his mother. Oh, I'm not trying to slow things down. I'm thinking.
You ain't slowing things down. You got plenty of time, my dude.
His first mistake was being an elf in this village.
Yeah.
I feel like Rockham's first mistake was being I almost said Rockham's first mistake was being a spider, and then I thought about that for a minute. No, Rockham's first mistake was being a wolf.
Yeah. If I can find somewhere to hide, what is a short rest? An hour?
Yes.
If I can find somewhere to just chill for an hour without being spotted, but that's a big if. They got this place on lock.
Quick reminder, assuming you get the short rest done first, you don't have to go back into rock form. You can jump straight into another spider form.
Noted.
Yeah, you can short rest as a spider.
Precisely.
That I could use. I could also just knock this guy, or try to knock this guy out, or kill him. Take his money.
Yeah, but then you have a body to deal with.
Oh, well, Bruce is familiar with that.
Once you leave spider form, you're out of spider form.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this room and try to find somewhere I can hide as a spider. Like up in I don't know if there's rafters in the hallway, but something like that.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Go ahead.
If you're gonna hide on the ceiling as a spider in short rest, why are you leaving the VIP?
Don't want him to see me.
You're a spider.
You're a spider.
My
Just go
thinking was the longer I'm there, the more I'd have to make stealth checks.
Just go chill with another spider in the rooftop and make you a web.
You are exactly right. That is the case. However,
Stealth's pretty good.
Mans is distracted, whereas every other elf that you will meet in getting away from distracted Mans is on alert.
And I mean, I have a pretty good stealth modifier, so...
I'm saying!
Yeah, I'll find like a corner in the roof or something and chill for a while.
So are you staying with the VIP?
Yes.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Criminally.
Sorry, I'm jittery.
Yes, it shows. It's all good.
That was it the plus 10 or plus 11 for stealth?
That was for the wolf. The spider...
Oh, you're right, yeah.
has no bonus to stealth. That's dumb.
Really? Shit.
Yeah, no.
So I get like proficiency? Or?
This says spider. Yeah, you get your proficiency. This says spider. Parentheses tiny. Parentheses. Is it actually tiny?
It is in fact tiny, and that must be another error on the sheet because default spiders get a stealth of +4.
Okay, I was gonna say I was gonna give it a +4 for its size alone. So it's your bonus +4. Do you have
+8?
No, +12.
Oh, because the the stat.
Yep.
Want me to go and roll it?
Yep.
Huzzah.
Ah!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right. Fair is fair. Invisible modifier on this roll because he's the VIP.
Maybe he's really distracted.
He has advantage because they have keen hearing and sight that I just now noticed. So
I'm sure it'll be fine. He'll roll 2 1s. It's fine.
He didn't.
Damn. Well,
okay.
Child of Loath, right?
Yes, but I'm not. So okay.
That's
So
fine.
you go up in a corner, and you're like you're doing the Spider-Man thing, right? You're like your butt's in the corner and you're facing outward, right?
Yeah.
Before you realize what's happening, you're in free fall.
Uh-oh.
And you look up to see that another spider has descended behind you and just Sparta kicked you off the wall.
Betrayal.
You land on the desk.
Oh boy.
The elf starts, looks at you, blinks at you, and then he picks up his heavy bronze letter stamp and raises it menacingly. And I'm gonna need you to roll initiative, Chief.
Good thing I'm good at that.
It's a good thing he probably thinks you're still just a spider.
Yes. He won't when he hits you.
No, I think spiders have 1 hit point.
Number to beat is 18.
Alright, what do I use for spider initiative?
It is,
+2.
yeah, well... No, that should really be higher. It's +4 and you have advantage.
Okay.
But the number to beat is 18.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's doable.
So here's the first one.
There's about to be a kerfuffle. Okay. So Rock got a 22, which is higher than 18. So you get to move first. You have 20 feet of spider movement.
A lot of feet. Like for a spider?
I mean, I can go
It's a lot. I think their speed is way too high, but it's technically battle, so I have to abide by the stat block.
Go like over his desk and down like the vertical. I don't know what it's called, the vertical plane of the desk.
Just run down the side of the desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms of initiative, using my full action, everything just moving.
Yeah, so the man jumps up, the chair that he was sitting in falls backwards, clatters, which immediately causes the door to bust open, and the elf with the bow runs in. And you hear, you're under the desk at this point.
Yeah.
You hear, one of them, you don't know which one, you can't see them. You hear a voice say, I'm all right. There was just a spider on the desk. Give me a moment. And then you feel the vibration as this huge, by your perspective, elf, crouches down to look under the desk.
Do I have an action as he starts crouching?
Yes.
Go to the opposite side. Well, not the opposite side. That's where the guy is. Looking at the floor below me, any sort of small cracks I can slip under?
It's a carpet.
Carpet shit. Fucking carpet, man.
Yep.
Trying to picture this on a desk. I'm on the underside of it, and one elf on each side.
First, these modern luxuries.
Any cracks in the desk you can wedge yourself into?
That's an idea. Like in the leg or something?
Call high or low.
High.
Or like a drawer or something?
No, Morak keeps it waxed.
Fucking wax, man. Who waxes their desk like?
Goddamn modern luxuries.
There's a theme this episode. Try and like hide on the side of the leg where he can't see for a moment.
Make a stealth check.
I'm doing the ang thing where you're, like, behind him and
real spiders do that piss me off.
Yes. So the number to beat is Goblin 20.
Mm-hmm.
Make a stealth check. With a plus 12, you can beat a Goblin 20.
Yeah. Well,
Don't roll like ass.
you said it, not me.
Whew, okay. So
Okay.
you scurry around the desk. You see, like, you feel the wind as this elf, like in like elvish plate mail with a big cape, like drops down to the side of the desk. And he's looking all around. You hear just the briefest elvish just, and the VIP freezes. And he turns his head. And he looks at the elf with the longbow, and the elf with the longbow just leaves and politely closes the door.
One down, one to go.
What do you want to do?
Stay out of sight.
Do you speak
probably...
Undercommon?
No.
Okay. So the VIP elf says, "Where are you, you little," in Elvish, and then he says a word in Undercommon, and you don't know what it is.
Rockham's just thinking, I'm so fucked if he hits me.
I mean, no, you're not. He's gonna hit you, and suddenly he's gonna have a much bigger problem on his hands.
I will not go quietly.
What do you want to do?
Find a different corner to hide.
He will find your ass eventually. You're gonna leave the desk?
Yes.
Stealth. My man's has perception and a hidden bonus on this. The number to beat is... Oh my god!
Wait.
I was gonna say the number to beat is 24. This man rolled a 24.
Oh.
So...
A plus 12 is saving my ass.
Well, no, it favors defenders. So yeah, you can scurry away. Where are you going?
So not to where I was before. I want to go like the opposite side, and not all the way up to the corner, just part way up the wall and like.
May I suggest checking for another inhabitant?
Yes, I need to see if anyone is occupying.
There's like bookshelves all over the place in here. You can just like, hide in one of those.
Ooh, there we go. I'm gonna find a nice book to hide in.
You want to get
In the book.
In
like
a
between
book.
pages. Yeah.
No, Fred.
Like,
Where two books are leaning against each other, just go in there.
Okay, that works too.
Or on top of them, which is what I was gonna say.
I'll go in between some books just because.
So
in case he
after
starts
about
looking.
a half hour, this man does not like spiders. He does go back to his desk and resume writing. You want to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, that's more than a minute. To the elf.
I do need to take the dogs out here in a moment, though.
I mean, okay. So
I know, bad timing, but
So you take a short rest,
yes.
and you go take the dogs out, and I'll talk to the other Knightlights for a bit.
Sounds good. Be right back.
Heyo.
Hello, Knightlights.
Yo.
It's us.
It looks like them Duke boys are at it again. Rockham is a bit up a creek here.
So
He's doing great.
And I'm not entirely sure he's gotten any useful information.
He's got the info. There are elves there. Thank you, Rockham.
Yeah, that's kind of like...
There's also a man that hates spiders. That's yeah.
He's an elf! Like...
I'm pretty sure you could have gotten this information by asking Pierce. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like...
There's elves and they hate spiders. Gotcha.
What I love about this is he's acting like he's playing a stealth game where if you get caught, you have to redo the level. Where in reality, if he gets caught, the elves have a problem.
Yeah, it's the problem of the elves, because he's Rock'em fucking Zumar.
Yeah, like, he's acting like he has not slain dragons. Like, I'm a little confused. I was expecting Rockham to roll in and just start killing elves.
2 for 1 with the metal rod crossbow bullshit. Just through one and through another.
Yeah, like obviously not roll the town, but just like, there's an elf in front of me, stab. Like, I need to get to the roof so that I can start sniping elves. Like, alright, I leave the building. Why? Like, I'm very confused.
I am as well.
But, you know what, more power to him, I guess.
I mean, the spider thing's kind of entertaining a little bit.
No, it's super entertaining. It's just like, yes, the spider is made of paper. I will concede that. Rock'em Zumar is not. That man would have been like, got you, fiend, bonk, and then suddenly there's a Rock'em.
Rock'em standing upright with a stamp on his forehead.
Yeah, and he's just like, and then the elf VIP, whatever rank he is, has to decide what's better. To pretend that there was nothing there, or shout the alarm and risk the Goliath. Like, there is no race in the entire south of the Sword Coast that looks at a Goliath and goes, yeah, I can take that. You know why? Because those fuckers died a long time ago. Like,
yeah.
I mean, maybe a ballsy dwarf, but that's about it.
you're right.
There's a dwarf monk somewhere in the north that would like to talk with Rock'em Zumar.
Well, yes, but again, he's in the north. I said in the south, like the soft folk.
Yeah, the soft folk are fucked.
There's not a single soft folk who looks at a Goliath and is like, I can rob him. Like,
except Rock'em looking at Sock'em.
okay, yeah, but
Also, arguably, Bruise.
Bruce is, I hardly call Bruce soft.
no, but my point stands. Like, Rock'em is acting like he does. Like, Rock'em is acting like he does not have the power of Batman in anime. Like, this VIP hits the spider, and just by virtue of turning into Rock'em, he might buy his silence. Like,
Damn spider. Goliath appears. Huh. Must have been the one that goes back and sits down.
it's like, sir, are you? It's like, sir, are you all right? I heard a crash. I found, making eye contact with Rock'em, the spider. I got it. Return to your post. Like, quietly. Do you speak Elvish, please? For the love of Baloo, tell me you speak Elvish. Like, like, oof.
That is so fucking funny, and so much so I want to field that to Brightwood when he comes back. Fuck. Like, that is funnier than the spider bullshit.
Like Brightwood, I love you, man, but like, you need to understand, you are a Goliath. These are elves.
It's very easy to forget that just one of us could probably wipe out this time.
But also, like, that's the also. Like, Rock could just deal with it.
Yeah, I think the only thing funnier than smushing the spider and turning into Rock'em is smushing the spider and it turning into Connie.
Yeah.
It's like I've dealt with spiders. I've dealt with spider spies before. This one turned into an actual demon. Hold on.
I think
Tiefling?
he's gonna say, like, the elf is gonna say demon. But also, you might not want to correct him.
Yeah, like that's like Rock'em has like the officer, obviously the officer, alone, and he's like, I'm gonna hide. Like, my guy, let him hit you. Like, what's he gonna do? Like, Like, yes, he has an invisible bonus. He has more stats than the other elves, but he's not a level 10 PC. Like,
Nah.
No,
We
Smoosha
can deal with
Spider
him.
turns into Connie, sees a demon. Please tell me it's just an infernal. I have a favor for Asmodeus. Please do not hurt me.
right?
God, I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was.
Like, the elves are not looking for a Goliath.
No.
Like, the worst that Rockham has to deal with is confusion. Like, Rockham could have walked up to the gate as Rockham and be like, hey guys, what's going on? They wouldn't have shot him because they're not looking for a Goliath! Like, he's acted like they're gonna shoot him on sight. I mean, they might now, but he's got the captain by the balls. Like, what are they gonna do? Like,
I guess more the idea that these elves are bad. We probably shouldn't get seen as kind of the mentality.
yeah, right?
But the thing is, they don't know we know they're bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even if Rockham sounds, the alarm gets sounded, take care of the sniper and this dude, and then all he has to do is set up his ballista, the 4-bolt ballista in the hallway, and
Yeah.
when they come running up the stairs, just plunk, plunk, plunk,
Yeah.
plunk.
I'm back.
Hi!
Welcome
Welcome back. Valerian has something to say to you.
Hey, let the
Splinters all
dude
time?
let the dude just hit you with the stamp. It'll be funny, I promise.
I'm tempted, not gonna lie.
No, seriously.
Turn back into Rockham. Now what?
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
The problem
Stab
is,
Spider. Bite Goliath appears. Oh no.
And he has, and Kit was saying, he's got a choice to make. Either he sounds the
Yeah.
alarm, and then you fucking
And I
throat
snap his
punch
neck.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you throat punch him. or his silence is a bot, and he just asks you, "What do you want?"
Flash,
It's not
what
a bad
the
idea.
fuck is going on here?
Like,
I mean,
all
what we
things
want is
considered,
them out of Knights, though.
like, he goes back to writing. You just climb down off the bookshelf and turn back into Rockham. Like, that is equally as intimidating because suddenly Batman just came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I like that idea. I might steal that.
well, we're jumping back in. What do you want to do?
So, just to check, did short rest? Yes or no?
No. Something will happen during that hour if you're set to complete your short rest.
I want to. Let's set the short rest aside. Forget that idea.
Okay.
I want to still wait just a few minutes just to give him time to finish what he was writing, or at least work on it more.
Oh yeah, no, he's writing. That's fine.
Give
He
him,
looks for you for a while, and then he goes back to writing.
Give him 10, 15 minutes of writing. See if he's not done by then.
Okay,
I
so
thought the fuck words. First short rest was 10 minutes.
it is. This isn't his first short rest.
You're...
I've been marking his abilities while he wasn't here.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. So give him
So
a
you're
bit to
going to be
write
on the
some
bookshelf for 45 minutes, is what I'm hearing.
Because in the event I
Yeah,
have
might
to
as well
engage...
be there an hour in that case.
Well, I'm planning to Batman him, but in case I have to kill him, I want what he's writing. So
Right. So if you're going to wait 45 minutes, something is going to
15
happen.
more.
then I will wait and see what happens.
Okay. So he gives up looking for you, sits down at his desk, starts writing. The door opens, and a different elf comes in, not the sniper.
Mhm.
And he salutes, and the elf looks up, and the elf that walks in says, God, how do the ranking... I'm trying to remember how I ranked these guys. Give me 1 second. He says... Yeah, he says, Leaves, Leaves, leaves,
Mm-hmm.
12 through 28 have failed to report.
Oh boy.
We've only heard from one of them. And the VIP, like, stops writing and he looks up, like, what? And he says, there's a werewolf in the forest.
Damn, he was efficient. Fuck.
12 through 28, you said?
Yes. The elf continues. He says, we've pulled back all of our forces from... And he, like, does a little gesture and says, the cave. Like, they both know what that is.
Yeah.
What would you have us do? And the VIP thanks for a second. And he says, we can't commit more forces. As much as it pains me to say it, we have to withdraw the border. And the dude who came in says, we have plenty of people here. Put the village to the torch and be done with it. And the VIP says, don't you think I want to? And there's a tense, like, moment between them. And he says, we have to find the orc.
Shit, okay.
Well, they know alright.
You want to keep listening?
Yes.
Okay. The guy that came in seems confused. And he says, what orc? What are you talking about? And the VIP says, the dwarf finally gave him up just before he died.
Shit.
There was an orc, apparently straight out of the dark. And the guy that came in says, then let the dark take him. And the VIP shakes his head. He says, we're still missing leaves. And the guy that came in says, how many? And the VIP says, at last count, 8. And the guy that came in says, so, more than half a squadron. And the VIP nods. And the guy that came in says, we have to pull them back. The wings are making progress every day. We have to pull back. And the VIP says, we have our orders. We hold the village until we find the orc. You know how heroes are. They'll be along soon enough. You want to keep listening?
Do I have any inkling that they could spot me? I mean, they could spot me, but have any of them, like, generally looked over in my area at
They're
all?
looking at each other.
And yeah, I'll keep listening.
Okay. The guy that came in kind of nods after a bit. And he says, your orders? And the VIP sits back in his chair for a minute and thanks. And he says, pull the patrols back. We'll sacrifice the edges of the forest to the wings for now. Keep a supply line open with what men you can. And as soon as there's word, we'll go. And the guy that came in nods and salutes, and he turns to leave. And the VIP says, one more thing. The guy stops. And he says, this orc. He had the power of the dark with him, but he wasn't alone. And the elf turns around and says, a warband? The VIP shakes his head. No. The adventurers. The adventurers are hunting the orcs, says the first guy. The VIP shakes his head again. We have reason to believe they're in league. And the werewolf. You knew about the werewolf? The VIP nods. Up until this point, it hadn't been a problem. And it wasn't traveling alone. The adventurers killed the rest of its pack. The guy that was about to leave says, "Then the adventurers will take care of our problem." The VIP shakes his head again. Says, "No. All of them were seen in the vicinity of the cave before the wolf attacked." The newcomer is getting more irate the more the VIP talks. He's like, "If you knew all of this, why did you sacrifice those men?" And the VIP says, "We have our orders." The dude like stalks back over to the desk and like leans close to the VIP, and he says, "Their deaths are on your head." And the VIP says, "They're dancing with the Seldarine now. There's nothing we can do."
Damn, bro.
There's another tense moment between them, and the elf turns and stalks out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
The VIP stays at his desk, at attention for well and truly until the guy is gone.
Yeah.
And then he just sighs and puts a hand to his face, and more quietly he says, "We have our orders."
Jesus.
Now is where you come out of spider form and whisper, "What orders?"
Thanks for taking my moment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I'm does he sit back or is he still standing?
He was never standing.
Oh, moment he puts his hand on his head to we have our orders.
Yep.
The spider form off the bookshelf, drop to the floor.
Yep.
And I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit closer and then rock him.
Okay. So you swell to 300 times your size.
One sec. I want to be able to push my hand on the door closed as I turn into rock him.
The door is on the far side of the room. You cannot get closer to him and block the door.
I'll choose to block the door instead.
Physically not possible. Okay.
Right.
So you swell up into rock. He doesn't notice you at first until you touch the door, and the movement jars him, and he comes out of his reverie, and he's about to address whoever just came in, and then he sees you.
I have a finger on my mouth.
He has a choice to make, is what he has to do. He's gonna make a charisma saving throw.
I'm very openly armed, so
yeah. Man's got a 9 on his charisma saving throw, so he just slowly sets his jaw. You see him grab his sword under the desk, his hand goes to his sword. But there's no way he can come out of that desk and draw the sword. It's just...
I'd be on him before he did.
Exactly. And his eyes go to the door that you're leaning on. And then, staying to face you, his eyes flick to the window, which there's no draft. There's no way you came in through the window.
Yeah.
Looks at you. And then he does something that maybe you don't know what he does. You don't misunderstand me. You see exactly what he does. Maybe you don't mark it. Can you make
an insight?
Yeah. But can you make an insight check for me, please?
Yes, the Rockham special.
Yes. I put points in insight for a reason.
The Brightwind special, not the Rockham special.
Oh yeah, sorry, Brightwind special.
Are you casting guidance?
I thought I turned it off. Hold on.
Every time you disconnect, it turns back on.
Where was the option for that? No was the answer, but
regardless, you rolled higher than he did. So he checks the window, he looks back at you, and then he looks behind you at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Just for a second, and it's not there's a trap there. It's he's seeing if you cast a shadow.
Gotcha.
And you can tell that's what he's doing. And he seems to come to the conclusion that you're really there.
Mm-hmm.
And he does that very elvish thing of stoic, defiant silence.
Yeah.
He just sets his jaw and leers at you.
I'm gonna approach his desk.
Okay.
Not saying anything.
Yep.
What was he writing with? A quill or an ink? Or...
He was writing with a quill, yes.
I'm gonna take what he was working on and flip it to the other side.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So you go to grab the thing off the desk, he jumps up, like, jumps to his feet, his left hand is still in his sword hilt, his right hand goes for the paper, you're faster, but his hand strikes the desk audibly.
Oh, there goes that plan.
And, like, you both, like, stare for a second, and very quietly, he says, all I have to do is shout.
And as quiet as I can, given my size, I'm just gonna say, shout, both you and that sniper die. No more blood needs to be shed.
Make an
Leave
intimidation
Knightstone.
check.
Yeah. Intimidation.
Before no more blood, just make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Not my best skill.
Okay. He says... He's speaking in Elvish. I don't know what you're speaking.
Common.
He says, in the same, like, hoarse whisper, he says, my life is nothing. You'll never make it out of here alive.
What would be a good reply? I mean, technically it's not just me here as long as I have the horn.
He doesn't know that.
Eh? Don't mistake yourself. You're surrounded. You just don't know it yet. Putting emphasis on the word you. But...
Yeah, like... Here's... Okay.
He's hoping the others will be on board with this.
Right, I understand. Make a persuasion check with advantage, and I'm not telling you why you have advantage.
Okay. A little better at that one.
Okay. So he flinches when you say that. And his eyes scan the room. Not in the, like... I doubt you kind of... Like, he's shook by the way that you said that. But he's looking around the room in that, like, how many other Goliaths have I fucking missed kind of way. And he nods. So you see him, like, take his hand off of his sword. He still rests his hand there, but he's not, like, getting ready to ninja stab you.
Yeah.
And he, like, exhales. What do you want?
I want you and your men out of Knightstone. You're going to tell me what it takes.
The orc.
I can arrange a meeting.
My men are dead, missing. We are too few to face an assassin whom we do not understand.
Then you should leave.
I would like nothing more.
What's stopping you?
He looks at the letter in your hand.
I'll turn it so I can read it.
Yeah, it's just like a report. Like, it's just like a typical military, like, we're here, we have a lead on the missing people, but not enough. He's just reporting in.
Alright, yeah. Not gonna take it, I'll just leave it where I found it.
Yeah, you put it back on the desk. What's he to you?
These people's lives aren't yours to control. They want to be free, they want to do what they want to live.
Believe me when I say I do not care about these people. I do not wish
don't really
them
care
harm.
about you.
I do not wish them harm. I simply do not care. It is not my choice to be here.
It's always your choice. Look.
What is it?
The fact of the matter...
Aldak? Is that the name of your clan?
No. That's not important.
What does the clan want with this town?
He's gonna take that. He knows he doesn't mean it this way, but he's gonna just go with the fact of his group as a clan.
Yeah.
And We want these people to be able to live their lives unharmed. Whether that's you, whether that's an orc army, whether it's a dragon. You're leaving, whether you like it or not.
You are welcome to petition the King of the Deep Roots.
I figured that's your job.
If I leave, I die. So I might as well fight for my life, I don't think either one of us wants that.
No.
You force me out, I die. And all these men with me die. I'm going to assume that there's not a trail of bodies leading into this room, so I'm going to assume that you don't want that.
That's plan B, let's say. You wanted the orc, right?
No. The King of the Deep Roots wants justice for his dead soldiers. Not only his soldiers, but his artisans, sent as a gift to restore this, and he pauses, village.
That's understandable.
We have reason to believe they were massacred by an orc.
And if I take care of the orc problem for you?
If you bring me his head, then we can withdraw, yes.
I believe there's some alternate methods.
I have my orders.
This isn't like him. This wasn't him. Something happened.
So you know him?
I figured that was obvious.
Not at all.
Well, now you know.
Well, that makes you an asset. Guards!
I'm going to stab him.
Roll initiative is what you need to do then.
Yeah. Shit, alright.
Fucking roll to 6, alright.
Note to self, don't give elves any fucking information they can use as leverage.
Okay, you're faster than he is.
Yeah.
So you get to act first. You're stabbing him?
Yeah, I told him if he shouted.
Okay.
Well, should I stab him? No. This is spur of the moment. I would just go with what I would go with. So yeah, just short sword off my belt and just going for him.
Bonus action, draw the short sword.
Yeah.
Stab across. There's a desk between you.
Yeah, I'm big.
You've got reach, but this room is not that big. You're attacking with disadvantage.
Fair enough. Short sword. Where is it? Spear, short sword. There it is.
Ooh, yeah. That is in fact going to. Let me just do some quick math because I'm not using this. He has that. What is the AC of chainmail? Is that 16?
I believe so. I can double check.
Does chainmail inhibit your dexterity modifier?
I'm just gonna check.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the
Thank you.
Stealth disadvantage, AC 16. It's heavy armor. Is that? I don't know if heavy armor specifically inhibits.
Alright.
Chainmail is specifically 16. It does not add your dex.
It does not add your dex.
There you go.
Does Elven... I know there's an item called Elven Chain. Does that add your dex?
There's a chain chart.
No, there's a magic item called Elven Mail or something like that.
Elven Chain gives you a +1 to AC while you wear it. You're considered proficient with the armor, even if you lack the proficiency with medium armor.
Does it allow dex though?
Doesn't say.
Okay, so his AC is 17 because he can't parry. So 19 beats 17. So you hit him.
Yeah.
+4 damage to these types, elves. So that's 12 points of damage. Oof. Not gonna kill him, but that's gonna give him a critical injury. So you stab him in the side. He staggers back into the bookshelves. The door flies open. Dude comes in. He's going to make 2 longbow shots at disadvantage right into your back. And I'm going to scale up his bow proficiency a little bit. 16 to hit.
My AC is 16.
So he hits you. So when the first arrow bounces off, you feel it like skim over your shoulder. The second one pops you right between the shoulder blades for piercing.
Ouch. Okay.
And you hear banging on the doors downstairs. You hear in common somebody shout, "Keep them out or we're all dead."
Okay. I'm debating.
Hold on.
Okay.
The VIP gets a turn.
Oh, right.
So he bonus action draws his scimitar, staggers to his feet. He's like holding his bleeding side with his left hand. He's got a scimitar in his right hand. He can parry now.
Yeah.
So he's gonna swing across. No, he's gonna come around the desk. But you have a bow in your hand, so you can't make an attack of opportunity.
You have a short sword
in your hand. You can make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My cover's blown, guys.
Whoa, yeah, that's gonna hit. So 13 more. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
Comes around the desk. Just stab him in the throat. He collapses. It is your turn.
There's the bow guy, huh?
There's a bow guy directly behind you. He's also blocking the door.
And I heard commotion downstairs, so there's more trying to get in, I assume.
Not even commotion. Racket.
Do I... Most of the time, I'd be like, yeah, I should blow the horn and get back up, but kind of left on a weird note with them.
Yeah?
But also lives are at stake. Well, I can't do it in here. This is too small space, but...
You could grab the guy and jump out the window.
Yeah?
That's provided I can not carry him, but grapple him.
New grappling rules.
Oh.
Grapple, who this?
Yeah. First of all, you are effectively a size category above him.
Yeah.
New grappling rules. If you hit with an unarmed strike, motherfucker grappled. It goes both ways, but that's what they're field testing for 5.5, and I'm willing to test it here if you want it.
Unarmed strike is strength?
Yup. You can also make an athletic check with advantage because you have powerful build.
Let's do that. I'm gonna go with the athletics route.
Alright. This guy does not have great athletics. The number to beat is 3.
What is this?
Something tells me you have that beat.
Yeah, he got a 20. Got a goblin 20. So you, like, whip around. Now, you've got your sword in your hand.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Could I, like, reverse grip it to help me use my hand more? No, that wouldn't work.
Nope.
Is it a bonus action to sheath it, or is that an action?
It is a bonus action sheath it, yeah.
Yeah, I would do the sheath first and then go for it.
Stab the guy, sheath the sword real quick, turn around, grab this guy, bow and all, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got him. You only have movement left.
How big is it? I'm like half moving because I'm carrying him, essentially.
How big is this room?
I know it wasn't big, but...
It's not, no, it's... the 3 of you were in tight quarters.
Okay, I should have more than enough movement speed.
Oh, yeah.
We're going out the window.
Which window? Like, the window in here or the window in the hallway?
Let's go... in here. Probably closer.
This one is covered by heavy curtains. You don't know what kind of window it is.
Shit. How much further is the hallway window? Like 5, 10 feet?
Yeah, like 10 feet, 15 feet at most.
Yeah, let's go take a trip through the hallway. Literally.
All right. Make another athletics check. Number to beat is 16.
Ooh, okay. Come on.
Morak has nice windows. That is a 19.
Oof.
You and the elf come crashing out this window.
Using it as my landing pad.
You're using... Okay. How much do you weigh? The answer is a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. You are on the 3rd story.
305 is what it's wrote down.
Which is 22 feet up. You weigh more than 300 pounds, my dude.
300 pounds plus his gear.
Yeah,
No,
300
he
pounds
weighs
plus.
more than 300 pounds. He's a 10-foot tall Goliath.
I think we base that off of Sockham's weight, so we need
Yeah,
to change that too.
Sockham is pushing like 600, I think.
I mean, I'll change it. What do you want it to be? What makes sense?
Let's go with 600 for now. We'll work it out like later. It's super late right now.
I'll put like an asterisk next to it. So.
Okay, so
Sure,
that's
fine.
so 22 feet up. That's
What's your gear weigh, by the way?
A lot more.
that's
Although some of it's in the bag. So.
2d6 fall damage, which you are transferring to him.
Yes.
You're gonna take half of whatever that is. Let's roll that first. So he takes 3 and you take 2.
Okay.
And then a
Alright, Mark.
Goliath falls on him from 22 feet up, which is a whole lot of crushing damage is what it is. I'll do this. 29 points of bludgeoning damage. So he's dead. And so I need to change the positions a little bit. So this guy, no, excuse me. This guy is dead. Mark him off immediately. You land like over here because these guys are trying to bust down this door. So you land like this.
Okay.
And they don't fully register that there was a dude under you at first. They just like whip around as you're getting to your feet. They look at you, they see that the front of you is covered in blood. One of them glances down. And I think the other one is... They were trying to break down the door. Do they have their weapons out?
If they have a blunt weapon, maybe.
They're elves.
Where's the shot? I was just throwing the idea out.
Were they trying to break down the door, or were they trying to pick the lock? Well, I guess it wouldn't matter because the door is barred by the humans inside.
Yeah, so they'd be trying to break it, probably.
They'd be trying to break it, yeah.
Maybe trying to kick it or something. I don't know. Unless they have a battering ram.
They don't have a battering ram. So I think yeah, they've got their weapons out. Maybe they were like hitting it with the butts of their swords or something.
There you go. That's a good idea.
So 2 attacks on you with advantage. Bop.
Am I prone after this, or am I okay?
I'm assuming you used a bit of your movement to get up at the end.
Okay, yeah, I had some left, so.
First one is 16, second one is Goblin 20.
My AC is 16.
Total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the first guy.
Okay.
Second guy, 9 and 13 to hit.
No.
Yeah. So they just lunge at you. First guy connects. Second guy bounces off your hide. And then about this point, they register that you're a Goliath. And one of them says, "What in the name of Salune?" in Elvish. And the other one says...
I'm about to make it a lot worse.
The other one says, in common, "Did you stumble?"
I don't think I quite understand. I mean, I don't speak Sylvan. Oh, do I?
No, he said common.
Oh, come on.
He said, "Did you stumble?" in common.
I mean, I'm kind of covered in blood.
Yeah, well, yes, but, like, you could have tripped and knocked the guy out the way. Like, you're a big-ass Goliath. Like, the dude hit you, realized you're a Goliath, pulled back and was like, "Hold on, before we keep fighting, did you fall? Like, are you good?" Like...
On one hand, this is a chance to avoid.
Elven courtesy.
No,
Yeah.
it's not elven courtesy, it's he can't tell if you're a threat or not. Like, if you're just gonna, like, go back inside and that's gonna be the end of it, then he's gonna stop wasting his energy feeding on you.
Part of me is like, that's a great opportunity to avoid fighting these guys. But part of me, I don't... I heard them say downstairs, provided it's true, if we let them in, we're pretty much dead. I'm
Yes.
not paraphrasing.
Not pretty much.
No.
If they get
So-
inside, we're dead.
That's it. He gets hit once, they pause and ask him if he fell. As he rolls his shoulders and goes wolf form. "Leave Nightstone, now. These people are not yours."
Okay, so here's the thing. You killed the only guy who knows to be afraid of a werewolf.
I'm hoping for intimidation here.
If these guys knew about the dead leaves, they would be I wouldn't even make you roll.
Okay.
But
Worth a shot.
they don't know.
Either way, I'll need the wolf form, so.
Okay, valid. Counterpoint. If you were a werewolf, his sword wouldn't have done anything, and he probably knows that.
I couldn't use werewolf because I had already used my bonus action, so it had to be after that turn.
Right. I'm saying, if you were a werewolf, his sword wouldn't have done anything, so he knows you're not a werewolf.
Oh, there you go.
What are you hoping to do with this?
Well, with intimidation out the window. Oh, hold on.
Before you waste your wolf form, what are you trying to do?
Sorry, person came in. Well, intimidation was the main thing, and then just having the extra movement speed. Because I need to call in my friends, probably.
Like, intimidation is all well and good, but I feel like you're missing the forest for the trees a little bit.
Maybe. I was mainly thinking, like, with the wolf form, I would call them in, and then they'd get pack tactics if a fallen.
I understand. I understand.
He's missing the elves for the trees, mind you.
You can't, like, you can be like, leave Nightstone to these guys all you want. But the only one with the power to make them leave is now dead.
Yeah, I was hoping that would send a message.
They don't know!
Shit. Yeah,
Like,
I did take the bow guy out the window, not that guy, huh?
Yep. But also, like...
What would be the better play here, then?
Like...
They're gonna fight for their lives here.
Yeah, at any point, like, leave Nightstone, like, getting them to leave verbally is off the table.
Okay.
Like, you do not have the power to make these guys leave, because no matter what you do, they are more afraid of the captain than they are of you. These are soldiers.
I doubt they'd believe me if I say, your captain's dead, please leave.
Even if the captain
then
is
that'd probably piss them
dead, they can't... Did you... okay.
Clearly I'm missing something.
Genuinely asking, did you miss what the captain said?
I mean, I read his report. I read what he said.
No,
Or
he
If
said...
they leave, they die.
Yes.
But if they stay here, the people on Nightstone are as good as dead.
No.
Then I missed something.
The captain said, I don't care about this village. I don't care about these people. I'm stuck here. You can't make me leave. I can't leave. If I leave, I die. I have to wait here until I get orders to leave. I'm not out to kill these people. I don't care about these people.
Then why are they rounding them up? I mean, I know Braden.
I never said they were, my guy.
When I watched the other session, they were looking for townspeople and saying, go to the inn.
Yeah, because that's the place of safety. Morak was the one doing that.
Yeah.
Morak went to the elves and was like, hey, there's a problem. Let's get everybody together and I'll tell you what the problem is.
And he's dead now, so.
The dwarf is dead. You don't know that it's Morak.
Wasn't he a dwarf?
Yeah.
I guess that's presumptuous of me. Fair enough.
It was probably Morak, but I haven't confirmed that.
Yeah.
My point is, like, kill the captain, you threw this guy through the window, your next step is leave Nightstone. They literally can't.
So I'm thinking.
And I just want to make sure that you understand that before you keep moving forward.
I did miss that, so there we go. Well, shit.
You want to walk it back a little bit?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just trying to think. Even if I did walk it back, I don't think they're just gonna let me leave. So, I guess I don't know until I try.
So how, like, I'm not saying you can do this. I'm saying how far back do you want to go?
Thinking probably the best bet would be right before blades were drawn and try and avoid that outcome.
No.
Then probably...
Because you didn't draw first.
That's fair.
The captain did. And the captain did because you admitted to knowing brews. And I can't let you take that back.
I don't think Rockham would not say that, so that's fine. It's his family. He should be proud to know them.
So I can't really feasibly see a good point to walk it back to, except right where we are, which is before you go wolf form and say to leave Nightstone. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere.
I could just dip set and then regroup with the team and tell them what I've learned.
But there's a risk there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a risk no matter what we do.
These people just said, if we let them in, we're dead. These people are actively going against the elves when their captain shouted for guards. They are dead.
Yeah. Like, the people downstairs do not know about you. End of sentence. They heard the captain said, guards, get in here, and the humans collectively decided, fuck them elves.
And that's...
If I were in your shoes, I'd continue saying, fuck them elves.
That's to say that leaves me to believe wards are done. At least for now.
Yes, that is entirely a conclusion that Rockham can draw. These guys were trying to bust through this door. You fell out the window. They reacted like soldiers, like, oh shit, threat. Bop. Wait a minute. Hold up. I have not seen you before. Were you in there? Did you fall out the window? Are you good? Are you being civil? Like...
I'm trying to think of a reference here. Not quite Batman because he doesn't kill, but what's the deaths there as you slowly draw your weapons? I'm trying to think of a good reference for that.
Punisher?
Yeah, so yeah,
Deadpool?
bit of Punisher.
Wolverine?
That's closer to what I'm thinking.
Like,
so yeah, just...
Alright.
Yeah. Gloves are off, I guess. Although, I'm still wearing gloves, technically.
Okay, gloves are off. Okay.
Yeah. I will draw the...
So your response to, did you stumble, is, it's garbage day, I'm here to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
They had their chance. What weapons do I have? It's been a minute. I know I have the short sword. I have a spear. I think I can...
Hold up.
Good.
You've had that spear the whole time?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, that changes some shit, because that's in your hand, my dude.
I used the short sword earlier.
I understand that. Which means, you put the short sword away, you still had a spear in your hand.
I never drew... Unless the spear can't be stowed.
You say I never drew it. Where are you keeping it?
I assume like a loop on their bag or something to hold it. Like, I've seen that be a thing.
I've had the spear since before game, so something would have had to happen.
I understand you had the spear before game. You got it from your mom, who is bigger than you.
So I've been carrying it in my hand for months, weeks?
Yeah, using it as a walking stick. Yes. Like,
note to self: make a strap for that.
Even if you make a strap for, you're already 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
If you strap this thing to your body, add 3 feet to that.
I could see if maybe Pierce or Lawrence can make a collapsible spear.
You want to modify your mother's spear?
It'd probably be a different. The problem is, I have the spear. I have to figure out what to do with it. I'm gonna focus on that.
I mean,
you could probably have stowed it somewhere before running in here.
Yeah, you either don't have it with you, you could leave it on the ground. It doesn't have to be in your hand right now. And as an animal, it's a non-issue. Yeah. I didn't know you had that with you.
I didn't know it would come up, so that's my bad. See, I've had this for forever, so.
Yeah, I know you had it. I didn't realize it was with you. I thought it was at the Good Night's Rest.
I would have marked it
wouldn't
off my
have to-
inventory.
Or
if
in
that
the
was-
You
bag
wouldn't
of
have to-
holding. Go
That's
ahead.
what I was just about to say.
I think I've tried that before and I was told it wouldn't fit.
No?
Because in that case, that's where it would be.
Okay. Then it's in the bag of holding.
Okay, I will mark it as such. So in that case,
Have I given you stats for that spear yet?
double checking. I think we just have it as a baseline spear at the moment.
Okay, so no is the answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Might
I
want to
gave
look
the
into that at
axe.
some point.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna make a note of that before I forget.
If you
I
have
we're
it,
doing
I
stuff.
have. But it's up to you to remember.
That's why I'm making a note. Because my memory is horrendous. Look into spear. Okay. Anyway, back to the scene.
Yeah, back to the fight.
So I gave my axe to Sock'em a while ago.
Yep.
So I mean, can I dual wield short swords, or is that going to be a disadvantage?
Do you have the dual wielder feat?
Double check.
Do you have the dual
That's a
wielding fighting style?
Fighting style, I have close quarter shooter. I mean, I could just shoot them.
You good?
Yeah, I have close quarters for a reason. So, let's go with the bow. It hasn't done me wrong yet.
So, did you fall? This is my answer. Unsling bow. Okay.
Yeah. And
So, you have close quarter shooter.
yes,
Being engaged in melee still provokes an attack of opportunity. You don't have
when you have a ranged attack.
you don't have a tank in front of you. Normally, just having an enemy there at all invokes disadvantage. You have close quarter shooter. That's fine, but
people who wanna read
these
it.
guys are engaged with you.
Oh, it
I've
goes GM.
never had seen it to where it invokes an attack of opportunity to shoot from close range.
I didn't say attack of opportunity, did I? I didn't mean to. I meant to say disadvantage.
It specifically says at 5 feet of a hostile creature engaged, I would assume, unless that's different.
It's
No,
different.
that's not
You-
how it's been with.
Kilio teleports.
Yeah, but when I shoot close quarters, like I did it against Nadja Featherkeeper with close quarter shooter, and she didn't swing at me. Then, like that's just the first example that pops in my head.
You are correct, and that's because Nadja Featherkeeper doesn't use melee.
She was using melee. She had a
was-
claymore.
Yeah, and she was bad with it.
I could resolve this by just taking a step back.
I chose not to. Yeah. In melee, Kilio almost always uses her dagger. The only time I can think of Kilio using her bow in melee is the target was otherwise engaged. 'Cause with a halfling, it's really easy to do that.
Am I being stupid? Should I just go for the short sword?
If you back up, they're both going to swing at you.
Yeah. That'd be a gamble.
Like, Valerian, where am I contradicting myself? That's what I want to know. Because bluntly, there are special rules for Kilio.
The rules for close quarter shooter in general just removes the disadvantage from shooting within 5 feet of a hostile target.
You are exactly correct. It does. Engagement is different. Rockham is not only in 5 feet of a hostile target, the hostile targets are engaged with Rockham.
It'd be different if it was like Sock'em was next to me and this guy was engaging Sock'em and I was 5 feet from him and shooting. Okay.
Even if the guy was engaging you, with Sock'em there, you wouldn't have disadvantage because Sock'em can distract.
Yeah. Okay.
But these guys are engaged with you.
I think the
This
smarter choice
doesn't
might be a
apply to
short sword.
Kilio, because Kilio has that halfling pass through a square thing, and Kilio has a bunch of other special rules, including teleportation. She usually has a tank there. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
I just that
It's a little wordy, but I think I get it.
go ahead, Valerian, get it out.
No, it's not worth slowing things down here. No.
I would
It gives me time to think.
Okay, that is the second time that you've said never mind when I explicitly said to make your point. Please make your point.
I'm having trouble wording it, and I don't want to slow things down.
Are you disagreeing that engagement is different than...
Yes.
Okay. It's not. It just very, very rarely comes up that it's two different things. Usually, if you are... Usually it's you are within 5 feet of a target and engaged, sneak attack, or you're neither. Usually it's both apply or both don't apply. In this case, Rockham needs to be within 5 feet of a target, but that target cannot be engaged with him. So, for example, 5 feet from an unaware target, 5 feet of a target focused on Pierce, who is 10 feet away. But if they're focused on Pierce, Rock gets his bonus. Right now, their attention is solely on Rockham. He does not get the penalty for the body moving in the way. Close quarter shooters overwrites that, but they're on him. They're watching him. He brings that bow up. They're going to start juking back and forth. They are engaged. This is a very rare situation where I need to delineate like that. Usually I don't, so I never have. But I pay attention. I mean, in that I've never voiced it. But
To be fair,
Yeah, the part of that is that it's never been voiced.
I've never had
well
to.
as
I've never had to.
Like, I wasn't aware there was a differentiating factor at all.
Yep.
Like, it's...
I always make a note of who's engaged with whom, and usually it's in the party's favor. And like I said, it hasn't come up with Keelio because Keelio has like 6 modifiers. It's like 4 or 6. Like, Keelio has a ton of modifiers, so it never comes up. But I do make a note of it. If Keelio has her bow out and she's right up in somebody's grill, who is not like huge, because that applies, and no one else is engaged with it, then yeah, she'll have disadvantage. But then that cancels out by all the other shit that Keelio has. But in Rockham's case right now, yes, he has close quarter shooter, but these elves are focused on him. He doesn't have Bruise up there causing a ruckus.
I have a question.
Gotcha. I'm very sorry. I wasn't trying to be argumentative or nothing.
You weren't.
It
I would rather it be clear, and if I had set precedent otherwise, I want to know. But also, here's the thing. Close quarter shooter also applies to friendly targets. Normally, if a friendly is in front of you, you have disadvantage to shoot. Close quarter shooter removes that. It's just Rock is also engaged. There you go.
If Rockham would have a hint of that, would it be smarter to go for the short sword in this situation?
Honestly, it's what he's
Like,
more
I could probably still hit with disadvantage, but...
Yeah, it's what he's more comfortable with. Like, if Rockham feels like his short sword does vastly less damage than his longbow.
He's definitely more comfortable with the bow, so...
Then I would go for the bow. Like, I agree with you. Like, even at disadvantage, you'll probably hit him.
Yeah, I'll stick with this. We'll go with the bow.
If that one guy had like 16 AC, what have these guys got, right?
Yeah. Well, he had 18, but...
Yeah. Anyway.
18 and then parry. But he never got a chance to parry.
That dude got.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Cool.
And like I said, I was on him, so...
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I'm going to... They both look pretty much the same in terms of, like, what they're wearing?
Yeah.
Alright,
You
so I'm just
didn't
gonna
even
go
say they're
for...
dressed identically.
I'm gonna go for this one.
The
The
blower
bottom
guy?
one.
Okay.
I can make 2 attacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could shoot them both.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this guy, see if he dies first, because attacks, so...
So there's... Well, let's see what you roll first before I start running my mouth.
So disadvantage, which is fine. We'll see what happens.
That is a 21 to hit for 14 points of damage. So, you're shooting him with the big boy.
Yes.
You're not shooting him with Evelyn, but you're shooting him with your longbow, your big ass punch through walls longbow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes, the longbow.
boy, and he's taking that bolt squarely to the chest.
Alright, bud.
He's not dead, but he's gonna be. That is a mortal wound.
It might be in a moment.
Huh?
Said he might be in a moment.
I mean, here's the thing. The bolt hits him, it goes through him, because he's there is no mechanical energy lost in this. Like,
Oof.
it goes through him, it sticks in his rib cage, and he flies back against the wall and sticks there, bleeding from his chest.
Oof.
He's got about 10 seconds to live.
Part of me wants to mercy kill him, but part of me has another target to focus on.
You're right.
Sorry, bud.
It's 10 seconds.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it gonna
10 seconds.
hurt?
He'll. I've been on the ground bleeding for longer than that. He'll be fine. He won't be fine.
I mean, I hate that you're not wrong. Gestures at the orcs fighting us, and you've been concussed by how many arrows?
Well, when I fell out that window in Waterdeep, I had to sit there until you guys ran down the stairs. So
Avi helped you.
That's fair. I forgot about that. Good point. Anyway, other guy.
Would rock him, not mercy kill him.
Fair point.
There's another bear in his face.
Yeah. If it was just this guy and the first bolt didn't do it, he would go up and finish it. But yeah, there's another threat on the board, so I'm gonna shoot at the next guy.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I know it's not. I'm not gonna count that roll. First of all.
Okay.
I know it's not. His turn, he doesn't get an action, but you shoot the first guy, you whip out the arrow, you spin to the other guy, and the other guy is just staring at you like you're a demon from the hells. Like, just open mouth, like the color is actively draining from his face.
Does he still look like he's a threat, or is he in fear, or something like that?
He's a soldier. So, odds are his training is going to kick in, but at the moment he just saw you fall out of a window covered in blood, stand up, and just, and Orlando Bowman his buddy.
I'm already decent. I'm not hurting too bad, but I'm decently wounded. I'm not going to take the chance to give him a chance to hit me.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to shoot him, yeah.
Alright, yeah, go ahead.
If he's lucky, I'll end it quickly.
Now, your bow says +4 to giants. Your short sword says +4 to elves.
We need to change that, yeah. Which one's wrong? That was the question.
That doesn't hit.
Oh, well.
You have any bonuses that you can apply? I know what the token says, viewer. I know what the token says. They have slightly better armor.
Does the +1 bonus to attack rolls and ranged attacks apply?
It's automatically.
Okay.
If you put your thing in correctly, it's automatic.
It should be automatic then, yes. Let's see. I mean, that's my action. Do I have a bonus action I can ice him with? That's an awful sentence. No, that's an action. Can I punch as a bonus action? Or is that only a monk thing?
It's not only a monk thing, but you... So, okay. So, a longbow is a two-handed weapon, but so is a great axe, and I let Salcom punch. Yeah, you can, but it's only gonna do a d4 plus your strength.
Yeah, and he hasn't been wounded yet. I'm just gonna... I'm not a rogue, I can't bonus action disengage. Damn it, Braden.
No, you cannot.
Not to put a damper on it, but didn't you bonus action to draw your bow?
Yes, he did.
I didn't have a weapon equipped.
It's a bonus action to draw your weapon.
You're right. I thought it was to switch. Good point. So yeah, that's my bonus action.
It is 2 to switch, my dude.
Fair enough. So I'm going to let that be my turn.
Okay.
I don't want to risk the opportunity attack.
Okay. So Hut.
Here they come.
Yup. When you get there, does he have line of sight?
How many people are here?
He does not.
Ooh.
Lucky Bent.
But the bottom one does.
Nope, he doesn't. Yeah, those guys down there do, yeah. Hut. hut. These guys are running.
Now it's a party.
Well, you know, you caused a disturbance.
In the force.
That force being Rockham.
Yeah, I was about to say, you are a force.
This guy is spending his turn putting his fishing rod down and getting his weapons.
Forgot about him for a second.
But these guys are running over.
It's gonna be so late to the party.
These guys are running.
Holy shit. I hope you guys got your beauty sleep.
These guys are running. Okay. This guy is running because this tower was long since destroyed. Pop. Okay. So Rockham.
Mm-hmm.
Can he hit you?
Please don't.
Yes, he can.
AC is 16, so you're gonna.
There's a building in the way of that shot.
Isn't there? He's in a guard tower, my guy.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Highest point around.
Damn.
Yeah,
Good eye, though. Good
all
eye.
the guards in the tower can shoot you.
Haha.
Whoo boy! Can this guy shoot you? No, this guy cannot. Actually, hold up. Yeah, he's got an angle.
How many attacks is this?
That guy has an. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and then this guy's swords.
Oh, you know, that helps.
22 arrows.
They have dark vision, huh?
Yes they do. They have keen hearing and sight, more accurately.
You sons of bitches.
And they do have dark vision.
Here's open the I almost said the elves are on my side. No, the dice are on my side.
Yeah. So each of these at +6.
Dark vision only extends so far, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but these are elves with bows.
They got the keen bullshit.
Like, the keen would give them advantage. I'm making these normal rolls. So,
Okay.
your AC is 16?
1/6, yes.
So anything above 10 hits you. 1, 2, 3,
Fuck.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits.
I'm gonna look like a pincushion in a moment.
9d8 plus, what is their dex mod? 2, so 18.
Oh boy. Please roll low.
You should survive this.
Yeah, but it's still gonna
Oh,
hurt.
nope!
Oh, so close!
Fuck.
I had 65
I
left.
think Oh no, are you like dead here?
He's not dead. He's well, shit.
Is there... I'm gonna double check my shit, make sure the AC is correct.
I mean, the man said, "I'm not gonna risk an attack of opportunity." Like,
Apparently that wasn't the right play. I
But
figured,
no-
I got at least a turn before
but
they get
no,
on me.
you killed the captain.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
killed Valerian has a point. If you go down here, you might get Thanos snapped.
I'm checking my shit.
Like I want to be like, they knock you out and tie you up, but you killed
No.
the captain.
Do I have anything that could... I mean, if I was smart, I should have Healing Spirited last turn.
If you were smart, you should have run like hell. Is what you should have done.
Yeah, well...
This is before the sword attacks, by the way.
yeah.
Um,
Shit.
you
Yeah,
have a parry as a reaction.
I'm checking my shit.
If you negate one of those attacks, you're still up.
Yeah.
Because I'll take an 8 and a 2 away, so I'll take away 10.
Come on, game. What do I got?
You have Stone's Endurance.
Oh, fuck, you're right. How did I forget that? It's the first thing on my list. I'm a fucking idiot. When you take damage, so the hit that would knock me,
Okay.
you can use your reaction to roll 1d12 plus your con.
What's your con?
Hold on, I'm reading this. Catching on choose random roll, reduce damage. Can't use it again until you finish short long rest. My con is +3, 16.
Okay, so potentially 15. You only have to roll 8 or 10 or better.
On a d12.
Yeah, whatever you roll, I will negate that much. I mean,
Okay.
let me rephrase that. If you roll an 11 or a 12, I'll take away 10.
Okay.
But like whatever you roll, I will apply it to the damage.
I gotta set a GM roll. 1 sec. Here we go. You'll probably see it before I do.
I see nothing.
It says rolling the dice. ...
Cool. Real talk, I rolled like a champion with those longbows.
Yeah,
Holy
I saw the
shit!
first 4 and I kept reading. I'm like, uh-oh.
I saw those 8s and I was like, fuck.
98 averages out to a good bit, but it doesn't average out to 70. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, Gib. Still rolling. Should I do it
Granted-
again or?
no.
Okay.
Shoot. That should force it. It usually does. There it is. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So you're reducing it by 7.
okay.
So there's a 7 on the board. So that would be 9 because the dex wouldn't apply.
Okay.
So does 9 damage save you? That would I mean you're taking 60 points of damage.
I would have 5 left.
Okay, that's before the sword attacks, homie.
Yeah. And that's my reaction.
And that's your reaction. I wish that I could say... I wish that I could do anything to get you out of this, but, like...
I could argue maybe he has a penalty because it's like other people are shooting at me. He needs to make sure he doesn't get hit. I don't know. I'm reaching at this point.
Would you believe me if I said they have close quarter shooter?
Motherfuckers.
They're elves with longbows. What do you... Like, the more... Like,
I know.
It's like dwarves with warhammers, orcs with great axes, elves with longbows. Like they're ubiquitous.
Double checking. I don't
Is there
have it.
any chance that his friend just is dying and he's seeing about him?
Eh?
I will make a morale check. Especially if he hears all those arrows go off.
He's like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. I will make a morale check for him. I think that is reasonable. You're at 5 HP.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind, homie.
Yes. I already know what my next turn is. Don't worry.
Yeah. All
Your
right.
next turn should be wild shape, and then fuck
He
off.
can't wild shape.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get my rest.
Your next move should be summon us because you're going to
Exactly.
die.
Yes. That's my move. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, I just let the record state, if this elf passes his morale check, he's going to
Yeah.
swing at you twice.
Yeah. Well, I don't have an inspiration to like fuck with him.
I wish I could give you inspiration, but like, you killed the captain. I don't think that's very inspiration worthy. Like,
Yeah. I'm double checking my shit. Powerful build. No. Okay.
Seems like Rockham's making our choice to fight for us.
I want the dog pound to tell me if I'm not being fair, because especially when a player's in dire straits like this, I look for every avenue to get out. But those elves have been on the board the whole time.
Yeah. they've
If I
been
was
there.
smart, I would have called you guys before attacking these two, but I didn't think about it at the time.
Am I overstepping in any way?
No.
The dice speak sometimes. It happens.
Okay, morale check. Call high or low, Rockham.
Oh.
This is not a death sentence. He could miss his attacks.
I'm gonna say low. I'm sticking with it. Low.
Okay. Yes, he knowing that no one could survive that onslaught of arrows. Where's that gif of the Viking walking into the tall grass? Because that's Rockham right now. Knowing that no one can survive that, yes, he turns away to see to his sword, who is already dead, by the way.
Yeah.
So he is not going to attack you this turn. Did I miss? I just need to make sure. Did I miss anything? Because the humans are not going to come out until...
And all clear is sounded.
Yeah. So I think I'm done. It is your turn.
I need to check if the horn is a bonus action or an action. I mean, either way.
Sorry for what I'm about to say.
Uh-huh.
Can anyone confirm that Rockham has the horn?
I don't remember passing it off.
I don't
I
remember
thought-
him ever giving it to us.
I
Me
thought
Wait,
Salcom had it.
where's my horn? It's not. Oh, fuck. Looking through my inventory, I'm not.
Brightman, you've seen the
Let's
VOD.
look on Sockum's sheet. Like,
You've seen
Yeah,
the
let's
VOD
take a look.
most recently.
Oh,
Did Rockham give Salk the horn before he went off hunting?
Salcom doesn't have the horn.
Okay, Salcom does. So who has the horn?
it should still be Rockham to my memory,
Rock-
but
Is it on
the
your
issue
sheet?
is I have 2 blank spots so they don't say anything. So I'm wondering if something got moved and it was meant to be put back and it never was.
Did you hand the horn off temporarily when Pierce
I-
was looking at all the stuff and things?
I thought.
I
for
think I did.
Sure. Yeah.
but that would have been given. Everyone's gear was given back
Rock, was
every
it-
time.
I know what it is.
Go ahead.
On our way to Golden Fields, I gave the horn to Pierce. He looked at it. My dumbass didn't write it back in my inventory when he gave it back to me. So I gave him that and the oh, fuck, what was it? There was
Yeah,
another
you
magic
gave
item
me
I
2
gave.
items. Let me pull up my notes.
Yeah. I gave you the horn, I gave you... Fuck, I don't remember what the other item was. Because I'm pretty sure I said backstage during that episode, hey, I'm taking these off my inventory, I'll put them back on when you give them back to me. And then I never did, because I'm an idiot.
Your bow.
So I put the bow back. I just an idiot.
Okay.
Bow and your quiver of holding. Your bow, your quiver, and your thing. You put your bow back, but you didn't put the quiver and the
Okay.
Okay. So. I hear what you guys are saying, and you're making a strong case. I'm gonna get voted down for what I'm about to say, but I have to say it.
It's not, yeah.
The rule for DA, since its inception, has
Yeah.
been what?
It's not in your inventory, you don't have it.
That's the only way I see Rockham getting out of this. Like,
That's the only way I see Rockham getting out of this, but it's not on, like, do I bend the rules here? Like...
I'm not a fan of bending the rules, but again, I need to think.
He's gonna die if we don't.
Yeah.
Not
Is there
necessarily-
any sort of like penalty I can take for an extra animal shape?
No.
Okay.
Like, fictionally, he has it on his person, but I understand. Like, we know he has it on his person.
We don't,
But
though. We don't, though. It is in question because I thought he handed it to his brother. And I'm not just saying that so
No.
that I can kill him.
I do not recall once it being given to Salcom.
But how do we resolve that dispute? How have we always resolved that dispute?
Yeah. It's only fair.
You're right. It's not on Salcom's sheet. So... It
It's
stands...
just gone. Then it's just lost. Like, by that logic,
Lost
it's
the
lost.
ether.
Which...
And it just evaporated.
And in that situation, what we do is we resolve it when there's not pressure. That's how we've been doing it from the start.
Mhm.
Right? Like, does it make sense that Rockham has the horn? Yes. It's not there when he looks for it during pressure. This exact same thing has happened to Pierce before. And I'll let you have the item, but I say I can't let you use it now. Have I not said
Wait.
that?
Yeah.
I promise I didn't edit. It's in my sheet. Signal Horn of Clangrel. It's between the acid and the hollowed amulet.
Then
The
what are the
2
blank...
empty spots. I have no idea. Because I have like the ballista. When I got the ballista bolts. So
Yeah.
at the time we didn't have a name for it. And then
So
at the bottom, after the 2 empty slots, I have Galder's Arrow, so I don't know what those 2 items are.
So you have it.
Yes, but
So
I don't
you have it.
And you
Okay.
can look at my sheet if you want and see.
No,
yeah.
I believe you. It's just like that's how we settle disputes. Like,
Yeah. So that applies to whatever those 2 items are.
yes,
So
absolutely. And again, outside of the pressure, we can figure it out and hand wave it. But I can't in this situation, as we've been doing this for years. You can't have the MacGuffin in the moment if it's not there. It's there, so you're good.
And probably because I was panicking, looking through my shit, I probably just went right by it thinking it'd be at
Probably.
the bottom. What did we name the ballista again? I never put the
Evelyn,
name.
I believe. But just to be clear, I want to resolve this. A question was asked when we didn't think you had the horn.
Yes.
And it's like, what can you do to get out of this? I'm just saying, you are a Goliath.
True.
You couldn't wild shape again, but there's nothing stopping you from putting your head down and going through the palisade.
With the bows, I mean, obviously I'd try it, but I don't know if I'd make it. So, in that event, that's probably what I would try.
You are the only medium creature that can make that roll, is the thing.
Fair enough.
A medium creature ain't going through that palisade unless it's a Goliath. Or a full orc.
Considering this is doubled. Yeah, maybe.
But you have the horn. Now,
Yeah.
something else that I need to say. You blow that horn, the session ends.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go over options. Option 1, I run for the palisade, hope I don't die. Option 2, blow the horn.
Yep.
Do I know, this is gonna say, do I know him? Because I don't remember his name. Bruise's guy. I didn't write it down.
Bruise's guy.
The one that's been helping him. The werewolf.
Sigvulf.
Sigvulf. Gotcha.
You have never met him.
You've never met him.
So even if I do call, he would not be involved.
You can only summon creatures you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Seeing like Sigvulf is in the same category as someone you passed in Waterdeep.
Yes.
You
I
might
can call him.
be able to pick him out of a lineup, but you can't call him with the horn.
Yeah. So he'd be left to his own devices.
Yep.
But frankly, that's not my problem right now.
No, it's not.
So, was the horn a bow? I think it was an action to use the horn. I'm double checking.
It's a bonus action to take it out and an action to blow it.
Oh, take it out. Yep. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, designate 10 targets. Those 10 targets can hear the horn, know your location. Oh, I haven't updated this in a while. This is before the summoning thing.
Yep.
Oh no, if you know the message, I do, you can designate individuals and summon them, the individuals you know. I had a note here, made of horn, not cow. Okay. Anyway, back to, yeah. So I think bonus action to take it out, action to blow it.
Who are you summoning? And don't say the Knightlites.
No, I'm going through the names. So, I'm going to summon Sockham, Lawrence, Piercival, Bruise, Connie, and am I missing anyone?
That's 5. You have 5 more. I'm just saying, you have 5 more.
And I could summon as Vile.
You could.
That'd be interesting. But who would he think of in the? He's like, I'm about to die. I need backup. Blowhorn. Who would he think?
Be aware we also have Lucy with us.
I don't think we want her in the middle of this.
I don't think Rockham would be thinking about that right now.
Yeah. His mind is, I'm about to die.
Yeah, Rockham just got dusted almost.
Yeah. He's like, I'm probably going down either way, but they need to be here to essentially pick up the pieces.
Like, I need to know who you're summoning, my dude.
So just those 5: Connie, Bruise, Piercival. Yeah.
That's it.
I don't think there's anyone else I want to drag into this mess. Maybe is Vile? Maybe.
Really surprised that you're only summoning those 5.
I don't know if I want to bring dragons into this. Double checking.
I'm going to tell you right now that aside from Zelopharn, you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Do that. And
last I checked, he's busy. So.
Yeah.
Is there anyone I'm missing that's like super obvious? You're an idiot. Why didn't you summon them?
I can't.
I know. I'm thinking aloud.
The dog pound can.
Anyone,
the
This is
first
the
one
moment
that
to
comes
speak
to
up.
mind.
anyone in Troll Skull Alley or at the pub? Not the pub.
Keep in mind, whoever someone's gonna have a hell of a time getting back into Waterdeep.
The first thing that comes to mind is Rond.
That's an idea.
That's a point, actually. I have an argument there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Your Rockham's only experience with Rond was when Rock was kind of in his own head and fucked them elves. So you would have to convince me that you are familiar with Rond.
I can't. Yeah.
But that's a damn good suggestion. Like,
His melee is pretty strong too.
Like, take inspiration, Percival.
Oh! We'll suggest it after the chaos, when someone else can blow the horn, maybe.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the 5 Knightlights and... Try not to think about it too hard because I don't want to overthink.
So, I'm just going to throw out some names. These are not suggestions. Mert. Durnan. Vajra. Tasha.
Definitely not.
Paul. Avi. Embrick. Rashal. Trench. Esvile. Laurel. Tristan. Dashan. Morak.
Just trying to think of people who I like know.
I mean, if you try and call Morak, we'd get you'd get certainty which dwarf got.
That's a point. What I think of that in the moment, though, is a question.
Is now really the time.
Yeah.
Because if Morak is alive...
He won't be for long.
He's not. He's now in a battlefield.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Rainier.
I'm trying to... Ooh, the Rainier's a decent choice.
The Were-Rat. The fucking fairy dragon whose name I'm forgetting.
I don't remember his name either.
Or his
Shimmer?
little goblin
Zephyr?
friend.
Was it Zephyr something? No, Zephyr something else.
Was it Shimmer?
I don't remember.
Regardless, you have a ton of options. I'm surprised you're just calling the basic A-team.
My thinking is I need to think of people he would think of.
Wishes.
Notice.
The dude's
Yeah.
name was Wishes.
You're right. That was Wishes.
Wishes.
Huh. There's a difference between we're going into battle, you should summon back up, and I'm about to die. First people he'd think of.
You're absolutely correct. So why isn't Paul on that list? Is just my argument. I'm just saying.
Or Ma,
Okay.
for that matter.
Yeah, thought they'd tear me a new one.
They tear the elves a new one first.
Pa's sick, though, is the thing. I mean, he's still strong even when sick, but at least I like to believe so. Summoning Ma is a really tempting idea. I'm about to die. Ma is strong. My family, my close family is strong. They can get me out. Theoretically, they can get me out of this. Or at the very least, help me resolve this.
I need to
Anyone
know
else I'm not
who
thinking
you're
of?
summoning before we
Yeah.
cut.
I don't want to drag this out. I'm just double checking, double thinking.
No, dude, drag it out. This is
Okay,
a life
okay.
and death decision. I'm just saying, I need a week to prep whoever you're summoning.
Yeah.
I can't be like, we'll find out next week or something. Like, I need to know.
I'm scrolling through my notes right now. See if there's anyone I've met recently that. What about? No. Tristan was Connie's dad, right?
Yep.
Yes. Potentially among others, you're not sure.
Yeah. Tristan is pretty fucking powerful.
Yeah, he is.
Tristan killed Jarlaxle.
Yeah. God, that was a fucking moment, Jesus. I'm gonna put Tristan on that list.
Okay.
Last we saw Durnan in Golden Fields, he was pretty fucked up, so I'm gonna
Yep.
pass on that. I have in my notes we met
Your desperate mind goes to Tristan before Paul.
One sec. Paul is not doing well. I think Ma might be on that list. Ma's on that list.
Okay, there you go. Got 3 more.
That's a fucking idea I'd get killed for. Fucking Pierce's mom.
You could. Vivian's in Waterdeep, far as you know.
You also don't need to use all your summons.
That's true.
I know, but just again scrolling through my notes, people we've met. That's why we have the notes, right?
I'm telling you, I don't know if Rocco would be thinking about it, but I want you to just consider the fact that you summoned Tristan to this, ain't nobody leaving alive.
Yeah, I mean, that's where his immediate mindset would go. Tristan's powerful. We need power.
Okay.
Like the Knightlights to essentially revive or heal me if I can't do it myself, and defend me. Tristan for shutting this down.
Okay.
Ma because that's one of the first people he'd think of.
Okay, that's 7 of 10.
And I don't think I'm gonna do it, but the idea of summoning Pierce's mom just makes me laugh.
Okay.
Who was no?
So Ma, but not Pa.
No, Pa needs to rest.
If you separate Ma from Pa,
I was gonna say.
Aren't they already separated? She
No.
left, right?
No.
I thought she left on like a hunt or something.
No. Viviette said she was off hunting, and then you contacted Pa and he said your mother is nearby.
My notes are wrong.
She is safe and nearby. He's like spending time in bed, and then he goes to like find her.
On the other hand, this wouldn't be something you think of a moment, just as it's a bright thought. We could get a better look at Pa if we saw him.
True.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the last person. We'll add Pa to the list and hope he's not too downtrodden.
Go through your list.
Okay, so the Knightlights, the players' Knightlights.
No.
Names? Okay.
I'm not letting you do a collective. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, okay. So we have Sockham, Lawrence, Pierce, Bruce, Connie,
Okay.
Tristan.
To be clear, you're bringing Bruce into this.
Last I saw, he was of his own mind.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll bring him into this.
Okay.
Bruce, Connie, Tristan, Ma, Pa. I think that's it.
Why did I get 9? Hold on.
I got 8. Wait, what?
Yeah, I should have gotten 8. Lawrence, Pierce,
Yep.
Connie, Salk, Bruce, Tristan, Ma, Pa. 8.
That's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Oh.
They get a save if they don't want to be summoned.
Yeah.
So, Knightlights. If you don't want to be summoned, you feel the call of Rockham's Horn, you can choose not to be summoned. Where the fuck is my Tristan? There it is.
No, I will accept the summon.
Who? Okay. Connie, it's your dad, so I need you to take the opposite podium for a second.
Okay.
Does Tristan know the call of the horn?
I don't know if I've used it on him before.
You haven't,
A fair point.
but he's Andre's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
They were
They're-
close.
buds. I think he would.
He would. Okay. Would he think that it's Andre? Does he know that Rockham has the horn?
He's seen it on me, for sure.
That does. Have you specifically pointed it out?
No, but I don't hide it.
Okay. Let's roll insight for Tristan. See what happens.
Would he, in the moment, remember that Rock has it, not Paw?
Yeah, sure.
Probably.
That's the question.
Hence the roll.
Now, Ayla needs to make a charisma save. And she failed. Her little boy's in trouble. And Andre needs to make one. Andre passed, but he'll go if Ayla goes. So that's everybody.
Okay.
I am also going to make the save because Bruce would be like, no, I'm not in a condition to fight.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Charisma save. That's a fail.
Sorry, Bruce. Last I saw, you were doing okay.
So, I was going to say the Knightlights show up, and that's going to be into it, but if you're summoning Tristan and Ma and Paw...
Sorry, real quick, I got a question.
Yeah.
When you get the call, do you have to answer immediately,
Yes.
or is it like okay? So there's no time to tell Lucy, we gotta go hide until we're back.
You can probably say that.
Okay.
But no more than that.
Okay. So yeah, we gotta go hide until we come back.
That's effectively like holding a spell for a couple of seconds. Like, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a round, basically.
So I was set like, Knightlights come in, everybody rolls initiative, fight the elves next session. But
I was just trying to go down the list of who we think
you
of.
guys tell me, do you want to do that, or do you want me to just cinematic Andre and Ayla?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think that's the best route.
Yep.
That's the best way to end Rockham Extra. Like, come on.
Yeah, okay, so I need some music for this. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, that'll work. So, you blow the horn, and the Knightlights appear around you in their battle formation, right? Like, Connie is right behind you, Pierce is beside her, Lawrence and Saw are on opposite sides, because they appear wherever they want, right?
Yeah.
Braden is standing there, arms crossed, just looking at you indignantly.
Yeah.
I am a porcupine.
Knightlights, you have about a second to, like, get your bearings. You realize you're in Nightstone, and then you hear, "Did someone call for some fire?"
Oh no!
And real talk, you're all briefly blinded as Tristan just twin casts high-level Scorching Ray, just quickens one, casts the other, and just sear gazes. And it's basically like if Burning Hands was Tidal Wave. That's what he got. Just clears a path south. Tristan doesn't need to know who the bad guys are. He just saw people with swords and just went, nope, get out of here. But that's not the shit. The shit is Tristan, as he's turning around to be like, "Did you miss me?" is bowled over by this, like, gray and black blur. This thing is bipedal. It's like 15 feet tall.
Oh, jeez.
It's covered in fur, and it just charges the line of elves, grabs an elf by the face with each hand, and just slams them into the cobblestones, shattering the cobblestones.
Oh.
Not
a good day to be them.
This, like, humongous werewolf, biggest werewolf you've ever seen.
Oh no.
It shatters them, throws its head back, and roars. And just as you're about to say, Brightwind, what the fuck, you guys hear Salcom gasp. On the north side of your area, where those two elves are, is Andre. He's wearing like his like lumberjacking outfit. He's wearing just like a leather shirt and some breeches and his heavy boots. He's got his big beard down to his stomach. He's a little bit pale, but he's standing tall. And he's just standing there with his right arm out towards the sky.
Oh no.
The sky becomes overcast, and thunder starts rolling in. Fucking the wind picks up, and rain starts coming down, putting out the fire that Tristan is letting. And a bolt of lightning comes down and crashes into Andre. You guys flinch, and then Andre is standing there. His eyes are glowing like blue with sparks coming off of them, and he's just holding Galestorm in both hands.
Oh shit.
Yep.
And he brings it above his head, and he just says, "Get away from my boy," and smashes it into the ground. And this huge tremor just goes out, takes out these elves, the graveyard, the wall, and the wall to the moat. Just gone.
That guy in the guard tower is going in the ocean, in the river. That guy in the guard tower is just. Oh.
He is toast as well.
Oh.
And he turns to you, and immediately his face is back to normal, but Galestorm is still wreathed in lightning. And he whips around, and he says, "Get inside, stay away from your mother," and just starts power walking the way that Ayla ran.
Damn.
And that's going to be the last shot of our episode.
Well,
That just happened.
Yeah, that happened.
that's quite an entrance for coming back to DA.
Yeah, who wants to tell Salcom the Galestorm is back?
Among other things.
I guess, Nacha Featherkeeper's gonna come knocking again.
I mean, look.
It's his signature weapon. It's his weapon.
Yes, it is. You are correct.
So the elves are dealt with.
The elves are being dealt with.
Yeah.
The question is, how did Andre know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So let's do some shout-outs and wrap this up. Man of the hour, we're going to get to you last. Delta, give us a shout-out. It's been a while.
Hell, it's me, your fucking resident Mad Scotsman. I am back. I have moved. I fucking have a house.
Hey!
But yeah, fucking, yeah, hi.
Hi.
Moving on.
Okay. Birch Mila.
Hey, I'm Birch Mila, aka Gracie. I do art urban things for Kids channel, and I also love tabletop. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke when it's not 12 in the morning.
Yeah. Sorry, we started late. I tried to keep it as brief as I could. Valerian, I have updated your shoutout card.
Huzzah! Hello, I am Valerian the Kitsune. I do admin stuff and things around here. I've forgotten my entire outro.
Honestly, same?
I'm always in the shrine. I help out. I push buttons, I guess. I've started doing art a little bit, I guess. I might post a bit of that in the gallery. Who knows?
That's up to
Bye.
you. Bye. And Brightwind. Welcome back.
That took a turn. Good to be back.
You very nearly got aced out, my dude.
I have a track record, especially in this town.
Can I just say, you had an entire episode to yourself with people in an underground bunker, and not only did you not open any of the doors, you purposely avoided every door.
Look, I'm rusty.
Who are you, and what have you done with him?
You're right.
It's been a while. Don't worry, I'll get back to it soon. I'd say this was my warm-up, but it was a little more than that. It got very hot very fast.
Yeah, and you'll have to deal with that next episode.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
It'll be great. But welcome back.
Yeah, good to be back. It's been a while.
You do art stuff. You can find him over at these places. He's a good dude. Check him out.
Oh yeah, outros are a thing.
Huh. Unfortunately, Guy Gamzelis, the Bard of Heroes, and Lily Trayscare could not join us this evening, but they will hopefully catch the VOD and be back with us the next time we play, which I'm very hoping is next week. For my part, as ever, thankfully, I get to say this. I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the Masked Bard. This is a community that is ever devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. We are back with Tales of the Knightlites, our weekly D&D 5-point Fox module mutation, moving away from Waterdeep Dragon Heist and moving into Tyranny of Dragons once everything is prepared on the board. We're telling some special tales besides during that time, and it is so very glad to be back. Hopefully we have a full week planned for you, and hopefully we're back on schedule, but it is very late, and as always, it's time to close the book on today and leave you all with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to each and every one of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers. Whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time as we find out what else is going on with the Tales of the Knightlights and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again very soon.